Good.
You have such a problem with me.
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who
the
you
pool
are.
house is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment.
Welcome, everyone.
What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Layla Morrison back at you with another video, and today we're talking about the Snyderverse.
Yeah.
We're talking about how woke this panel is.
Yeah, I'm at the start. Yeah, I saw the Batman. Oh,
Yes.
We're off to a great
Yeah.
start, ladies and gentlemen. We're off to an amazing start.
Yeah.
applaud, everyone, applaud.
Yes, thank you, Layla, for that great. Thank you, Layla, for the great intro.
Wow, great intro, great intro.
Max is not here yet. He's probably asleep, so I'm taking over hosting duties for right now. So we're joined today by Aaron, Layla, DL, Eddie, Isaac, and Anthony. How's everyone doing today?
Yeah, good. Okay.
Good. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on spring break, y'all.
Yeah, I know. Spring break party time, you know. You got a lot of cool stuff going on.
A
So obviously we'll try and talk about
I'm
what
cleaning
Max...
up my room as we're doing this.
Oh, cool. So we will try and talk about what Max had planned until he gets here. We're going to start some smaller stories here first. So we're talking about, I don't know if you guys saw this smaller story to start us off. Dune 2 continues to build its cast. Austin Butler's eyed to play Featurette in the upcoming sequel. Yeah, the actor who's playing Elvis in the upcoming biopic by Baz Luhrmann is looking. So we don't know who Feed is. He's like, I guess, like the main antagonist to Dune, kinda in the second part of the book. I guess it's like kind of like the way you would describe. He's like the rival to Paul Atreides. Because I know
I still haven't actually seen that movie yet.
Oh, you haven't seen Dune yet?
I have a Blu-ray like right back there.
It's largely just because I haven't. Largely just because I don't know. I haven't just gotten around to do it. Second, it's because it's just because. Okay, here's it's part of the same reason why I haven't gotten into Star Trek personally. It's because of just like there's so much material to get into. Like with Star Wars, this is like 9/6/3 movies, depending on which version of the Star Wars franchise you like, whether or not you think it's just like the original trilogy or just like 6 movies, or if you're like me and think that all 9 movies are a part of it. It's a lot easier for me personally. With Star Trek, on the other hand, you have like almost like 70 years of like 60, 70 years of stuff of TV shows to get into, and like yeah, and then like it has all these movies and stuff, and then yeah.
No, yeah, I understand.
They should have casted Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, well,
let's talk about the real.
And we were talking about this before. We were talking about this before the stream. RJ, can you pull up the edits I did of Batman?
Oh yeah, sure.
That's like I just want everyone else to see it. Okay.
That's what she said.
The edits you did, right?
Yeah, Robert Pattinson would have made better shows than this guy, but it's whatever.
Honestly, I saw that, and you know what? He actually would have made it pretty great Leon in the Resident Evil.
Oh, you're talking about this one, right? He had like the eyeliner.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant the other one.
No, not that one.
Not that one. Not yet.
You gotta promote that one.
Yeah, that's the one thing that was always funny. Whenever they took off like the masks in the other movies, like he never wore the eyeliner. It's just like it would magically disappear.
Oh my god! I just realized something.
Ben Affleck is the only Batman that I think he wore, right?
When he took off his mask, it was gone too.
Yeah, every Batman except Pattinson had it still on.
Yeah. Well, there is another
And then,
big.
the internet and like the funniest part is that like the internet found it people on the internet found it way more attractive.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's just a whole thing.
Granted. I'm just like, I feel awkward just like talking about this stuff because
my
bio, like, I'm asexual, mind you. I don't really feel that sort of stuff. I mostly just talk to us in a very matter-of-fact way.
Oh no! I mean that's cool. I mean, asexual pride, man. Let's go.
Preach.
But yeah, the
There's
other
diversity on this panel.
Yeah, there's diversity on this panel. We got some diverse minds and.
Oh, I just checked the chat, and I actually just like, I should be running Hollywood. You guys saw? Did you guys see some of the stuff I posted? I showed Max I showed Max and Anthony last week.
I don't know any about that.
The stuff I put in the Brie Larson
stuff. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, that was
cool. The Brie Larson stuff. Okay.
We're talking about Brie Larson.
It was these edits I did. I was
no.
making Imgur out of one of it, and it was just like on Reddit. And hold on a second, I'm just gonna find it.
Go ahead.
There's no Geekosity article today.
There is, but I'm not gonna use it.
It's my Photoshop, my powers of Photoshop.
Max will be the one to use it.
Yeah, he'll use that. We got some more Kenobi news today. As per Entertainment Weekly's coverage of the show, we got our first look at Darth Vader in the show.
Bro, that's the same shot in Rogue One, bro.
I mean, listen, man, I'm excited to see more Darth Vader.
How many times are you gonna reuse the same picture, bro?
Let's go.
Yeah, there's only so many like shots we could see of Vader where like it doesn't feel. I'm kind of with Anthony. It feels similar to Rogue One. Like I feel like this shot was used in Rogue One.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm looking forward to seeing him in Obi-Wan.
Just saw the Photoshop.
It's great. But
yeah.
You know.
Oh, okay. Oh,
remember I did that with I put that in like a Enosh's chat at one point.
Oh, so you made this?
Oh, yeah,
I face swapped it. I just face swapped it.
Oh, that's cool. Good job.
Cool.
You know those old trading cards?
Yeah. The classic artwork. That's a good job, Layla. Nice job.
I also did one with Sebastian Stan as Luke, Alden Ehrenreich, Billy Lord. You know, it just because like that's when I was like, I should be running this.
That's awesome. Yeah, good work.
I mean, Sebastian Stan would have been a great Luke, but you know, it's you know what I'm saying.
Nice work, Layla.
It's typical Disney.
Well, Layla, what do you think about since you're talking Star Wars? I mean, what do you think about the first look here at Darth Vader in the Obi-Wan show?
I'm so excited, but at the same time, I was just like the like whoever you gotta know that the social media manager browses prequel memes or something. Oh no.
Yeah, all the prequel memes saying, oh yeah, I get what you mean. But no, I'm like I said, I mean,
the memes were funny at first, but at the same time, it's the same like 5 or so memes. Like,
hello
there. I am the Senate.
You were the chosen one.
Most of them are from episode 3.
You were the chosen one.
It's over, Anakin.
You were
I
the
have the high
chosen
ground.
one. You betrayed
You're supposed to destroy a Sith, not join them.
Right.
You underestimate my power.
But yeah,
I hate you.
Don't try it.
I have the high ground.
Anakin, don't try it.
Obi-Wan, have you told the young boy?
I don't
like.
Wait, hold on a second.
Oh
guys.
my
Hold on a
God.
second.
He's too dangerous to be kept alive.
My episode 2 Anakin impression. Put it on my face, my cartoon face.
Okay, hold on.
Yippee!
Hold on a second. Let me just remain composure. I don't like sand.
Oh my God.
I know she was going to say that.
It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
How would Anakin feel about Dune?
He probably would hate it.
He caught a whip off of Star Wars.
First of all,
a whole monster.
Before then, I actually just knew. Before the new movie came out, I was just like knew Dune as just being the one thing where, like, for one, showing Sting in metal underwear and with the butthole worm. And then there's the Sarlacc.
Is that giant worm from SpongeBob in live action?
Yeah.
The
Alaskan bullworm.
Are you an angel?
Oh my god! But Isaac, just to get back on topic. Isaac, what do you think of this first look at Vader?
It's nothing too special, but
I
because
probably
Vader's
would
my
join the
favorite
cast of
villain of all
Oppenheimer
time,
because
hell yeah.
because
Huh?
I wouldn't join the cast of Oppenheimer because I'm a cartoon character.
Wah, wah.
Well, if I were in person, I probably would be able to pass off as white, but I'm not actually.
He's the chosen one.
Hey, me
He will
too.
bring violence to the Force.
Well, there's nobody more white than Darth Vader after he gets burnt alive.
Yeah, literally.
Oh my god, bro!
literally.
He smell like barbecue though.
Isn't he black though? He's extra crispy.
I mean, he has the voice of a black man.
How did we get into that conversation?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's a white man with a black
Wasn't he
man's
like
voice.
pale in Return of the Jedi?
Eddie, are you?
Yeah, he was super pale and white.
Yeah, he was pale.
That
He didn't
part
get to see the
always
sun.
Okay, the voice thing always confused me, even like as a little kid, watching the prequels. I was just like,
Oh, yeah.
how does his voice change?
Watch him take off the
Let's
mask.
agree that The Last Jedi is a garbage
James
movie.
Earl Jones.
I like The Last
James
Jedi
Earl
and The Rise of
Jones under there?
Skywalker, actually.
I like
Somebody
Last
likes Rise of
Jedi,
Skywalker.
but I hate Rise of Skywalker.
I like them all.
What, bro? They're all garbage movies.
I
I'm
like
sorry.
Last Jedi, and I think Force Awakens is the
We are
best
not
non-original
getting
trilogy
into. Well, hold on.
Star
We
Wars
are
movie.
not getting into a Last Jedi debate because Lord
I
help
never
me.
get
Let's
to.
just all just say one thing. At
Don't
least
worry,
we
don't
all-
worry. Enosh is gonna come in 2 seconds.
We like
That's what
we
she
all
said.
like Star. Let's just say whether or
gosh.
not we like The Last Jedi or we like The Rise of Skywalker or hate them all, we all still like Star Wars.
No, not really.
Look,
I
it
do.
does come
Eddie,
down to that.
your face
No, I love
can't
Star
say-
Wars, but the sequels are garbage.
Look, it
That's
does.
your opinion.
I love Force
And I
Awakens and
respect
Last Jedi, but Rise of Skywalker to me just massive.
Well, that's what happened when you
I
bring
don't have
back
a problem with any
J.J.
of them.
Abrams.
I don't have a problem.
You bring
Okay,
back
can I just-
J.J.
can I just say
Abrams, the
something?
franchise
Okay,
destroyer.
another thing
Hey,
is
let's let Eddie speak.
okay, Eddie, you continue.
No, I was just gonna say I get it. That there is some frustration with, and look, it was rushed the trilogy, the sequel trilogy. I'm just saying that I think in a way we can appreciate because obviously the content we're getting now is way better than the whole those 3 movies. I mean, I like Force Awakens. We know what I'm trying to say. I mean, before that there was no hope for Star Wars because obviously, even though I think we all can in a way appreciate the prequels, everyone hated them, and the majority of the people hate them at least, and people didn't know what to think
He's
about
loading.
it.
Brian, yes, finally some orders established with this show. What's up, man?
Order, yeah.
You're the master of none.
Brian, you agree that The Last Jedi is trash?
Nothing bad happened. It's just
Dude,
I'm
it's
not
subjective.
used to hosting this, so I'm glad you're here.
I'm in the middle.
I'm here as well.
The Last Jedi is the best Star Wars movie ever. What are you talking about?
What?
I
We're gonna be
the
debating.
ending,
You know, you do your thing.
We're gonna be debating about this for years, aren't we? Until
Well,
the
let me
next,
move on.
never get
Let me
to
move on
debate
to one of the
about
other
it. Nobody
topics.
ever-
Max said.
until the next trilogy, we're all just gonna be debating about whether or not this sort of stuff. It's a Star Wars cycle.
Yeah, but how you doing though, Brian?
wait. Here's actually a funny fact about
sorry,
early
Lulu.
Star Wars fandom, and this will be in my new series. Back in the early days of fanzines before the internet, there was actually 2 fangirl factions of debating over Luke and Han. It was called the Church of Ford and the Cathedral of Luke. Look it up. It's actually real, and there was actually like a ban on like smut and fanzines by Lucasfilm for a while because Star Wars is for kids. And like just like look all this stuff up. This stuff is just crazy.
It's like those love stories between Kirk and Spock,
Yeah.
Oh,
so
but
Brian, I will let you take the helm on this one. It's continuing Star Wars conversation from everyone's favorite website, Geekosity, saying that Disney Plus's Obi-Wan Kenobi opened with a shocking Star Wars history. Disney Plus's Obi-Wan Kenobi have an opening scene that focuses on a key Star Wars history. Possible spoilers. I don't want to read spoilers. Get out.
What was that banging?
Never mind. I don't want to read spoilers. Sorry.
That was me. That was me.
Potential spoilers at least.
Yeah, that's okay.
I do expect.
Why?
But no,
I do
Brian.
expect-
Let's get gossipy. They were wrong about the Batman box office.
I'll just say this.
You're wrong about a lot of things.
No, let Eddie talk. Let Eddie talk.
Yeah, I'll just say this, and then obviously Brian has to say something. But no, I do expect them to have a small recap of obviously the prequels, all that stuff of what happened, and then they'll shift back to the actual present tense of what's happening in the Obi-Wan story in the first episode. But yeah, that's all I have to say.
Okay. I mean, Brian, like, how do you feel about, like, I know that there's a new picture that came out about Darth Vader. I mean, are you excited to see Vader again? Any expectations of getting, like, some flashbacks at all?
Well, I mean, overall, I kind of would like to get out of this time period of Star Wars, personally.
High Republic, High Republic, High
Or
Republic.
High Republic or Old Republic, anything other than what
We've
we're doing
never
now.
Can we just leave Tatooine? I'm so tired of going back to Tatooine.
Yeah, I'm tired of Tatooine too, man.
Oh wait, you guys ever heard the saying "all roads lead to Rome"? Well, all roads lead to Tatooine in the GSFA.
But this is in a galaxy far, far away, and we keep returning to Tatooine all the time.
That's what I said. All roads to GSFA lead to Tatooine.
It's a galactic nexus.
Yeah, we gotta pay the bill somehow, though.
No, I'm trying to avoid as much.
Hey, I mean, all those structures are already still there in Tunisia, so it's pretty easy.
I mean, hey, Tatooine is an easy place to do CGI, so like, you know.
Yep, Star Wars. But I guess
it's just like Dune.
Hey, maybe they run into Paul gang.
But point of order here. Has anybody tried calling Max yet?
We
I don't have any of you guys' phone numbers.
Max is sleeping.
You know, I'm just gonna reveal mine publicly.
On the internet, I am a girl, which is already a
Okay.
death
You should do it
sentence, and a young
properly.
girl I'm a teenage girl on the internet, which is a death sentence. You know, you've read the 4chan rules.
Everybody be quiet. He's gonna call back.
Everybody be quiet. I'm going to wake Max up. All right, here we go.
All right, start yelling.
Okay, guys, on a count of 3, when he...
Good morning.
Hi, Max!
Hola,
Okay.
Max.
Hi, Max!
So there you go.
Wait, what did he even say?
Did you guys hear that?
That's just how the cranky Mac.
I guess while we wait, I'll do one other story before you
Oh no,
get
it's all
here.
good. But no, I'm good, guys. Finally getting
Yeah.
settled in. First day back at work.
That's good.
Things are going all right. I just need to get my own pickle soon because that's a pain in the ass.
What did I just hear?
Tried to
Bro, who's
coordinate
blowing the mics? Jesus.
Somebody's
Well, I'm
snoring.
blowing something, but it's not the mic.
I'm trying to sound like Vader.
But no, as far as Obi-Wan goes,
Also,
I'm trying to avoid as much spoilers as possible. I want to go in fresh. I want to be surprised. So
That's what she
I
said.
kind of like all the DC talk sometimes because it
That's what she said.
shades the Star Wars talk, so I don't have to constantly be thinking about that. And I also got like 2 Star Trek episodes to catch up on today. So
Yeah,
Catch up on anything Star Trek related.
I have that going for me.
I talked earlier about how it's hard for me to get into Star Trek
Me
because
too.
there's just so much stuff to get into, so much episodes.
It's a big world, but thankfully, a lot of the new stuff it's a nice gateway.
Is
I
it
think
true?
they
Is it true that there's like a split timeline like in Zelda?
Theatrically, yes,
Oh my god, it's like the Legend of Zelda.
but it's not that bad. And from what I understand, they're trying to like fix things, as it were. So,
All I
like
know is Patrick
the movies
Stewart.
that J.J. Abrams made, that's a different timeline than
Well,
what
just
was from
JJ,
the
so he's
60s
a
and stuff.
Francis Strong. Yeah.
No, I just said if you want somebody to give you the opening salvo in your franchise, yes, sign JJ up, let him do his thing. Okay? His track record is
If you want to reinvigorate
So
a
he's going to
franchise,
destroy it.
AJ is your man.
No, he's not.
Just have a clear plan.
his track
He
record
doesn't have
speaks
that.
for itself. Star Trek 2009, at that time, Star Trek was completely and totally dead. Okay? It
That was a
dead
good
IP.
movie, though.
It was a great movie. And that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yes.
that
Yeah.
restored it. Okay, J.J.
You
Abrams.
could also say same thing about
Force Awakens.
Same thing about Star Wars.
Force Awakens.
Force
Not
Awakens
so
was
much
a good
the-
movie.
Not
yes,
so
I'll
much The
give you
Rise
that,
of
yes.
Skywalker, but The Force Awakens.
The Rise of
I like The
Skywalker
Rise
is
of
J.J.
Skywalker.
Abrams.
Y'all
Any of you guys have seen? Any of you guys have played Mass Effect?
Yes.
Yes.
Have any of you guys played the remaster? There's
Yes,
like an
I have.
absurd-
Not
there's-
yet.
There's like an absurd amount of lens flares in it, which actually gave me the idea. I would totally watch a Mass Effect movie directed by J.J. Abrams, to be honest.
You would probably do a good job for the
There's
first
not.
one. Yeah.
And camera
There's a-
shakes.
there's
You gotta
not-
have
there's
camera
No,
shakes.
let
Those
JJ
works.
stay with
Mass
Warner
Effect.
Brothers. Eat up his $500 million
Amazon.
contract he got, in that
To
stuff.
do nothing?
He hasn't done shit for 3 years.
Scratch that. Mass Effect would probably work better as a series.
That is true. A lot of these things, I'm starting to feel like they would work better as a series. Like, to be honest, I mean, I like a good drawn out series more than movies these days. I know that's weird.
No, I'm still a movie guy.
I know Netflix is doing Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, so hold on. We got a
Marvel,
question.
I agree with you.
We got a question in the chat from Chubby Teddy saying, "Hey RJ, how do you feel about Prey? Open minded, or do you think it's doomsuck?" I'm looking
Prey,
forward
the
to
video
Prey.
game?
No, Prey is the new
Predator spin-off?
Predator
Or
movie
not
on
spin-off?
Hulu. Coming out later.
It's
this year.
Hulu, right?
Yeah, so the director of 10 Cloverfield
Yeah.
Lane, Dan Trachtenberg.
Okay,
It's going to be set in the 1700s, featuring a Native American woman being hunted by the Predator. I'm excited. I
I'm
think
part
Dan.
native.
Yeah. That's all.
I'm part native.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
So,
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it. I think I'm going to give it an open chance. But
Please be better than the last one.
It most definitely will.
2018 was a masterpiece.
Oh shit!
I didn't think it was. I didn't think that was that bad. I didn't think it was that
No,
bad.
but the
So
2018 Predator movie was dog shit, bro. It was
bad.
dog shit.
I mean, the super Predator is kind of cool though. Come on, guys.
The Super Predator was a cool idea, but that was about it.
Yeah, the writing was horrible.
One thing I will actually get to admit is that for what I've seen of the new Star Trek, it is actually kind of weird how the guys who play
Yo, Picard is good though. Picard's good.
No, I meant like the movie, dang it, Chris Pine and Zachary Quinto. They actually do look a lot like William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy. They actually do kind
No,
of
it's
look
true. That's one thing that I loved about 2009 Star Trek. Like, the cast was fantastic. And not only that, if you
What
think
about
about
the
it,
fourth movie? That they make
Antonio
they announced it and they didn't even call them.
Like, what the fuck?
Cast, like, what's wrong with
Max
you?
is on his way.
He's on the way.
He'll
Don't
be here
worry. He's
soon.
on the way.
Max forgot
He's
his mask.
MIA right now.
You see, that's Paramount for you, bro. They didn't even call them. Like, yeah, you coming back? Like, what the hell? How you going to do that? Without that is just dumb.
I'm gonna confirm this. I am Max himself.
Yeah,
The
They're
Brady
gonna recast
bunch, or
everybody.
The Brady bunch.
Well,
They
while
can
we wait
recast
for him to
Max?
come back,
Nerdy bunch.
I did
The
want to bring
nerdy
up
bunch.
this because this is probably the biggest story of the day. We got an update on the Discovery merger, and it seems like it will be closed.
Oh, Jesus.
Tomorrow.
Come on, not this stuff again.
I feel like too many people
Why
talking and
should
acting like they know.
Well,
about
no.
it.
This is important to talk about because there's a big important blurb in this that just broke. This broke just a couple hours ago, and this is important to discuss because this kind of changes. In my opinion, this is big. This is a big news story, right? So basically, in summary, it's going to be okayed tomorrow. It looks like they're set to. So Discovery shareholders set to okay the $43 billion merger with WarnerMedia on Friday, the last big step before AT&T completes the spinoff. Ahead of the deal is expected to close next month. A who's out parlor game is gaining intensity as CEO David Zaslav finalizes the leadership team. Top managers who have been with the exec for years will be so the top managers who have been with the exec for years will be sticking around, obviously, working with a few battle-tested Warner execs, though likely without others. Okay, and this is the blurb that's important in this whole article. I will read, and I'm gonna read this because this is very important. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Thank you. There are also some significant incumbents to consider. Casey Bloys, who started at HBO in 2004, has been overseeing both HBO and HBO Max.
He was going to be a hero.
High-profile exits of Richard Pleber and Kevin Riley 3 years ago, earning public shouts from David Zaslav along the way. Warner Brothers Picture Chief Toby Emmerich has also been a canny survivor, climbing the ladder.
This is just like what's going on with Blizzard.
Was subsidized into the Warner machine. In the final year of his current contract, he has more than a few hits to point to, most recently, The Batman. Ann Sarnoff, chair and CEO of WarnerMedia Studios Networks Groups, is newer to the fold by comparison, having joined Warner in 2019. She oversees a lot of valuable charts across film and TV, especially Warner still in the licensing game. A grace period of some duration is likely to be extended to Sarnoff, Emmerich, and Bloys as the merger takes effect, according to multiple people involved with the deliberations. That is huge.
I mean, grace doesn't
That's
mean
what
like.
she said.
I mean, they will have a contract extension.
This
It's
means
likely.
that they are not leaving right away.
Yeah. It's
No,
like
you're done.
it's like the other-
That's not what that means. That's
Bro,
not
stop listening to Gigosity.
That
Geralt
does
is punching you know
that
for a
does-
fact that Geralt is punching the air right now.
Probably a lot of people are.
Well, they have the same thing,
Let me just
bro.
read. Let me just read this one.
Mercury.
Let me just read this
both
one last
punching
part
the
real
air
quick.
right now, just
Let me
like-
just read let me read this one last part real quick. Zaslav is known to be hands-on, meaning one scenario seen as unlikely is for anyone to come in as a direct replacement for WarnerMedia CEO Jason Kilar. But yeah, Kilar was not expected to continue on until the deal closed. Nevertheless, he has been at the controls of WarnerMedia, blah, blah, blah. One reason for the willingness to let the current Warner team prove themselves is the strength of the film and TV slates. The film studio, which has returned to a theatrical window for many releases after its day-and-date effort on HBO Max last year, has a number of marquee releases this year and next. The 2022 roster includes Fantastic Beasts, DC League of Super Pets, Black Adam, and Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Next year will bring Aquaman, The Flash, Blue Beetle, The Meg 2,
The
and
Flash.
Blanca.
God.
I'll admit that's funny.
Look, it was funny at first, but it was funny at first, but
Comedy's
like with a lot of jokes from both a lot of the people who actually are Snyder cultists. I'm a Snyder fan. I like the Snyderverse.
I identify.
I'm not a
with
cultist.
Peter as a
It's
Snyder
just true,
fan.
bro. The movie been
People
delayed 10,000 times.
Can I just say my opinion on this? Okay.
Perhaps.
But people like Mercury and Geralt and like all those really obsessive ones that I see on my timeline all the freaking time, they're the cultists. People who actually yeah, occasionally they do have some moments like that, like Meg or Enosh or the Nerd Queens. They're all chill.
We've made that delineation. There is a difference, and we've been very clear on this channel specifically about
Okay, it's just been a while.
who we are talking to. Because no, trust me. Because every time it gets brought up, it's we're not part of that group. Obviously.
Can we just like I have said this once in like one of RJ's streams, but like people like a Snyder fan, like the actual Snyder cult and the Phantom Menace. Any of you guys that play Final Fantasy VII?
No.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They're basically like RJ. You'll get this reference. They're Genova. They go from like fandom to fandom, like they're planets, and then infect it, and then like take it up.
No,
I'm scared for whenever the Phantom Menace's Sephiroth shows up.
That's
No, I get you.
shit
I get you.
Yeah.
What did I miss?
But
wait, hold on a second. I wonder if I play a YouTube video, the audio will come through.
Well, I don't know if we could play a video just because I don't want to get Max in copyright trouble.
No, I was just gonna. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh yeah, yeah, the music, yeah.
Just because, like, that's to me. It's just like, why have I just heard box music?
But
also respect to Robert Pattinson for also being a massive fan of Final Fantasy. Fantasy.
No, of course.
But to get back on topic just for a second, because I want to get back to this.
Sorry, I have a habit of going on tangents.
No, you're fine.
Look,
No,
I have
it's
ADD. I have ADD. No, wait, even worse.
Fine.
ADHD.
Yeah, no, it's all
That's
good.
perfectly fine.
Yeah,
So do I.
So do I.
Yeah, no worries.
But guys, going back to the Discovery thing. So basically, you said they are going to give them a chance at least to prove themselves in the future.
Yeah, in the article it says one reason for the willingness to let the current Warner team prove themselves is the strength of the film and TV slates. So they are giving them a period of time to prove themselves to the new people coming
TV,
in.
you mean the CW?
So that basically it throws away that narrative that it's gonna be a clean slate when the Discovery people come in. No, it says
They just had F-Zero X to Switch,
and those people are gonna get a chance to prove themselves. That does break away from that narrative. So it's gonna be interesting to see if they stay or not.
Why was that even a narrative to begin with? There's no way they were just going to full stop everything they were doing.
Well,
that's what everyone was saying.
Well, here's the other thing
crazy.
too that people got to realize, right? You've seen this narrative go around that David
Multiverse of
Zaslav.
Movies, Max is MIA.
That's Isaac. He's on the panel.
Oh.
Oh, fuck
Sorry.
that Isaac guy.
Yeah, it's all good.
Don't you dare compare me to that guy ever again. I'm just kidding.
At Multiverse of
Is
Movies.
this like a Jekyll Hyde thing? Oh no.
Yeah, but no. To get back on, like I said, to get back on topic, what I was trying to say was that the reason that this is so significant is because people have been saying forever that David Zaslav is going to immediately get rid of these people, or that he's giving them a chance to prove themselves. Okay,
Yep, that seems like the fair / legally culpable thing to do. Imagine if you did go out and fire everybody, that would cost them twice as much as they paid.
But here's the question, though. Here's the question.
But he's basically giving them an opportunity to where if they prove themselves with this year's slate of movies, if this year's slate of movies do well, people like Toby Emmerich and Ann Sarnoff could theoretically stay. And that is a huge blow to the narrative.
But she was out from last month. She said that she was fired.
No, they said they thought she was gone because there was an opinion in another article saying they thought she was going to be gone because she's relatively new. But this article was saying, based on the negotiations going on, at least Emmerich and Sarnoff, they're not going.
It doesn't mention Hamada at all.
There are
right?
multiple Isaac in the
article.
multiverse.
Why?
You have variants? I want to know who my variants are.
It's probably
He's in
Seth
charge.
Rogen. I don't
He's
know.
in charge of a very small segment of an overall company. Like,
No, I agree. But when it comes to the DC side of things, that's what people are looking for too, to see what he'll do. Because people are thinking that I get it. Obviously, Warner Bros. Owns lots of.
I know you think that, Krypton, but like this
Stop
article
watching
kind of like,
Gigosity.
Max is coming. Max.
The only reason
That's what she said.
The only reason why people the only people that really care about this merger are the basically the DC side of things when it comes to them taking over and shifting the company somewhere else.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. This whole thing with they're gonna have time to redeem themselves. Is it really gonna do anything? Are they really gonna redeem themselves in this period of time? Small period of time.
Hold on though.
Here's another one. Ben
Shazam 2 is not going to be successful than Avatar 2. I'm sorry.
Ben Affleck will come back when Zach gives him a phone call. Okay, some of this stuff is just going way too far. Like, for instance, I admit I've actually written fan fiction before, and it's not like any of the weird stuff. I just write cool stories, like adding on to these universes and stuff. And I came up with this idea of Secret Crisis, a crossover between the MCU and the DCEU, and all this reboot stuff. I'm just gonna ignore that stuff. Somehow they managed to defeat Darkseid off screen. Snyderverse fans write fan fiction.
What the fuck?
See, that's the same thing I was talking about. That Tony guy just put it. Any word on Hamada. That's what people are looking for because they know he's the one that doesn't want any of the Snyderverse to continue. Him and Sarnoff.
And what did I say? Murdoch J? What did I say on Enosh's stream last night? They are doing this. They are delaying these movies to cover their asses. They're covering these movies.
Can you
cover
their asses, huh?
The microphone fell down.
They're doing this to cover their asses because what they're trying to do is bolster these movies to be as successful as they possibly can be, to basically save their jobs. And theoretically, it could work.
They did it back in 2018. Remember when Kevin Hudson wanted a bonus check and stuff like that? They did this back in 2018. I mean, 17 before.
He wanted more than a bonus.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
They're doing this repeated history again.
I've been saying this, that this is the motivation behind those delays. Partly, I think it's also for VFX, but I think it's also to make sure these movies are as good as they could possibly be, so that way they have a stronger negotiating power when they negotiate whether or not they're going to be leaving or not.
So pretty much we'll be in the same situation we were before.
RJ, how many VFX shots does the Snyder Cut have? 26,000?
No, 2,500. The same as Endgame, the same as Infinity War, the same as Titanic, the same as whatever movie.
Let me just say something. When people are complaining about how long these movies are, you want to know what the longest one of the earliest long movies was the highest grossing movie of all time, Gone with the Wind.
Yeah, I mean
but it's fine if people think that though.
Yeah, I know. Old movies were like that, and coincidentally,
that's not the I mean. Yeah, I don't have a problem with a 4-hour movie. I didn't have a problem with it then.
As long as you're able to entertain me during that time, that's the important thing.
That has nothing to do with this
bro,
article right now.
This article, bro.
I know, but I wish I could go. I wish I could just go back in time and just see what the timeline was where all this stuff happened So like, that way you can steal the blueprints and the Blu-rays and then upload it to the internet.
Okay. Well,
Just like upload it to the internet, because
Okay.
technically it doesn't exist in this timeline, so I can't get copyright strike.
Yeah, you go for what you want to do. You know.
I mean, yeah,
well,
technically
I
speaking, it
mean,
is a
for like
loophole.
for Aquaman getting delayed makes sense because the water scenes need more work, and I believe in James Wan.
It doesn't
But
exist.
the Flash movie, I don't know. That movie been delayed 10,000 times, bro.
Dude,
the Flash
great.
movie is literally the New Mutants of DC. It been delayed.
I wouldn't
10,000
say that
times
yet.
and then
I would not say that yet.
You know it's the New
seven-
Mutant of
if it's
DC, bro.
When it comes to delays, yes.
Well, hold on. I gotta push the stop button because I feel like we're like moving away from what I was trying to talk about. This
Dang
just a little
it.
bit. No, you're
Go
fine.
ahead.
You're fine. I'm just saying this, like, you know, whoop. Okay. Let's refocus. A little
Bring
bit.
it back.
Yeah, let's bring it back a little bit. Let's bring it back.
Sí, señor.
Okay. What
So the rancho.
the point of this article
Rancho.
and the reason I'm talking about it is because this basically confirms that these people are not going away anytime soon. And now the question becomes, if
Hey, I'll be
David
right back. Hold on a
Zaslav
second.
and Discovery, they're coming in and they're giving these people a chance to prove themselves, what does that mean? So Brian, I will let you go first because I know you had some words to say on this. What do you think about all this?
That's interesting.
I mean,
I didn't know Brian was
I'm
starting an
sorry.
ASMR
No,
channel.
you're fine.
See the way you eating Chipotle?
Excuse me. Sorry. No, sour Jolly Rancher gummies, man.
At least he was kind enough not to talk.
Okay,
about
so
it.
no, I basically like what I was trying to intimate earlier is that one should never get their hopes up about this kind of thing, especially like if people's jobs are tied to the success of certain things, which are kind of doing a little successful at the moment. So I mean, I take a token from the song "We Don't Get Fooled Again" by The Who. You know, meet the new boss, same as the old boss. I mean, I can understand people's frustrations and stuff like that, but there has to be a certain point where, you know, you kind of just have to.
You cut out for a second, Brian.
Well, okay.
You got cut out for a second.
Okay.
That happens a lot.
Yeah, it's a stream error, but yeah, keep going, Brian.
Sorry. But no, I mean, I think I think they're going to continue in the direction that they're going in as far as what they have settled. And if anything is going to happen, it's going to happen down the road, if it does at all. So, I mean, right now it looks like kind of business as usual. And furthermore, like, why isn't Walter Hamada on here? Because, dude, nobody cares about Walter Hamada. He's in charge of DC.
God.
There's other parts of Warner Brothers.
Well, they're looking at the bigger chess pieces on the board.
Well, I mean, like a football analogy would be like talking about like a special assistant to the offensive line coach.
Yeah, he's not. He's just one part of a bigger cog in the machine.
Yeah.
But he's still
And-
part of it.
Yeah. Well, of course he's still a part of it, but that doesn't mean
He's a smaller part of a bigger.
You know, he could either keep his job or not. Honestly, it doesn't matter.
Well, that's the other thing too, though, Brian. To add to your
Turkey
point.
StreamYard.
Yeah. Well, that's the other part of this too, though, is that if they're giving Toby Sarnoff, Casey Bloys, all these people a grace period to quote unquote prove themselves,
which they won't.
That extension is probably going to be given to Walter Hamada as well. And I know, GL, you say that's not going to happen.
He's making a Batman showing that right now.
But look at the Batman that just opened.
Well, the Batman is a different universe. I don't count that.
No,
but it's still part of
that does not matter. That does not matter.
It's still part
because
of
it's still
DC.
making them money. It's still making.
I mean,
them
yeah,
money.
it's a part of DC Warner's, but I don't count that.
Look, the problem.
I know you don't.
It still counts towards his success.
It still
Hey,
towards his
But
success.
here's my thing. That's the problem, though. Like they're only looking at it financially.
Hey
They're
guys,
not
I just
looking at
I found this out.
Yeah, what's up?
Radaolada.com is now at 90%.
Rata helada.
Yeah, they're probably going to announce. It's rumored they're going to be announcing either the sequel to the Batman or some kind of announcement tomorrow. So that's something.
Really? All the Joker spinoff from the Mavericks universe. I'm playing.
Or there's something coming out tomorrow. But anyway,
I just hope that can I just say something? I just hope that the Joker in this universe is like a Hannibal Lecter type character.
I just hope it's a good character.
Yeah.
I'm just like I said this.
Don't make it like Jared Leto.
I said this before we started.
Except we
I'm
didn't
just
know
like
we had
so
other
tired of Joker characters.
I am too.
Remember, I feel like remember that one time that one guy was like freaking out over Parasite winning Oscar.
Robert Storm.
I feel like sometimes people are freaked out over Joker not winning is simply just because of the fact it's a comic book movie.
Yeah, that's part of it, but
no.
But yeah,
there's no.
I mean, no matter
agenda.
what, Batman will always make money, no matter what. I don't care.
Well, but to get back,
we're talking about the Snyderverse right now.
Well, I'm trying to like stay focused on the article that we're.
Let's level this down.
If I could
get back on topic.
Can I finish my thought just real quick?
Okay, go ahead, RJ.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I was about to say that's the problem with this whole thing. Like, even if they do like quote unquote redeem themselves and like the movies that come out, they're financially successful, whatever. That's the only thing they're looking at. They're not looking at the quality of the movies and the coherent structure of DC. We're still going to be in the same predicament. That we've been.
To be fair, there is a different shit between how it was back then versus how it is now. I get
okay, that's comparing.
Well, no, they are trying to. Make
I'm just saying
they just don't have to
compare shit to a plugger.
That's every studio.
Sometimes it is quality over quantity. I'm just saying. Sometimes word of mouth is good when it comes to these DC movies.
It's always about money.
Word of mouth.
Well, to respond though, DL, here's what I would say. Right. They're giving them this grace period to prove themselves because let's think about this for a second, right? It's not just the financial thing too, but there's a lot more than just DC. You have prestigious pictures like the Elvis movie coming out this year. You have Dune Part 2 getting into production for next year. We don't know that. I mean, the trailer did extraordinarily well, Anthony.
It looks good. I'm going to see it, but I don't think it will make money. Not that much money.
But to write it off like
that. But again, here's the thing at the end of the day, though, right? They're also waiting for next year because next year, when it comes to DC specifically, if you're concerned about the structure of that, DC next year is launching their two biggest movies, Aquaman and Flash. They have the biggest potential for box office outside of Black Adam, right? So the other thing is too, Flash is supposed to set things in place so that they are better structured off for the future, right? So again, if they're giving them this grace period to quote unquote prove themselves, my whole argument is that there is a chance that their financial success, and if they are able to quote unquote redeem themselves or refocus themselves to where they're ending up stronger in the long run, that kind of bodes well for their future. Finally, Max is here. Oh my God, thank you.
Well, the Flash is going against Indiana Jones 5, so I don't know which one is going to win.
People are thinking this has to do with DC. Remember, there's
hour late to your own
projects
show,
out there.
Smash 43 people. Can we get 43 likes?
How can you expect them to like if you don't show up?
I get that.
Did you see some of this? Wait, Max.
I'm just kidding.
You should take a look at some of the stuff that I put in the chat.
We have room for one more person at least.
Yeah, I get that, Aaron. When it comes to the merger, the Discovery merger, why are you only focusing on DC if there's other IPs? I get it. There's stuff like the Monster Universe, the Resident Evil that should be fixed too. It's just that at least when it comes to the DC side, since they think they're all struggling.
I feel like we should get Max's take on this because he's finally here now. So please, Max, enlighten us. Have you heard the news?
Wisdom, Mr. Madness.
What news?
Tell us how wrong we are.
The news is that
Mad Maximus. Excuse me, Mattias Maximus. Give us your wisdom.
Let me explain. So just to recap, that Discovery shareholders are set to okay the merger as of tomorrow, but in this article it mentions two things, right? That they said that here we go. There are some significant incumbents to come: Casey Bloys, Toby Emmerich, and Sarnoff. A grace period of some duration is likely to be extended to Sarnoff, Emmerich, and Bloys as the merger takes effect, according to multiple people involved with the deliberations. That talks about Jason Kilar. One reason for the willingness to let the current Warner team prove themselves is the strength of the film and TV slate. So basically, the article says that Sarnoff, Emmerich, and Casey Bloys are not going to be leaving, that the current management at Discovery is saying that they're going to allow them to prove themselves in the next 2 years.
I don't know about that. Wow.
That is the breaking news as of tonight.
Yeah,
it's March 10th. It's Mario Day, and there's still no Mario trailer.
That's weird.
So yeah, they're not getting rid of they're not getting rid of Emmerich or Sarnoff right away. They're going to let them prove themselves in the next 2 years with the slate of movies and projects.
RJ, don't lose. We need you.
I'm still here.
That's kind of shocking.
Because you were cutting off for an absurd amount of
That they would
time.
say
I think it's your internet, Layla.
Yeah, it's definitely your internet.
No, RJ wasn't cutting out on my end.
Yeah, RJ is fine for me. I can hear him perfectly.
Wait, hold on a second. I'm just gonna read random. I've been reading just like random stuff I've seen on my Twitter timeline. Logan Paul will be a playable character in WWE 2K22.
I don't care.
Yeah,
don't care.
I don't care.
Well, like I said, I was trying to get.
What is this timeline?
Can we talk about this article, please?
Yeah, we're trying to talk about the article.
Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. No, but
back.
That's I obviously did not research that when I was
well, it just broke. It just broke.
This is confirmed.
This is from Deadline. This
Yeah,
is
Deadline.
This is the latest report. Yes, they dropped in the article. Yes.
To prove themselves, that's really weird that they would announce that, or through Deadline. You know.
Well, they said that per the negotiations, Emmerich, Sarnoff, and Casey Blois will be allowed a grace period to where basically Discovery is willing to let them prove themselves over the next 2 years of their slate before making any decisions regarding their future.
You mean next year, right?
1599.
Well, that is, contrary to what I was believing would happen. So I'll admit if I was wrong, and somewhat other people were thinking. But that's so weird. Because two more years of this bullshit, which I don't.
But again, you have to think about
it.
Think but Max, this is what I said on Enoch's stream, though. I said one of the reasons I think they delayed these movies is to bolster them to be as successful as they could possibly be, to make them as creatively and business successful as they could be, to basically get negotiating power to stay.
Just so you know, my thumbnail and what I was talking about is how he could be still influencing these decisions without being over is, AT&T is still going to be the majority shareholder even after the merger.
Twilight picture?
And I don't know. I just wanted sparkly.
Why is Toby and Andrew in the thumbnail?
He gets the clicks.
Well, I was also going to say don't kill the Batman too.
You wanted to talk.
I wanted to talk about that, but
I mean, this is big news, obviously.
Hey, look, I'm the center.
But I mean, with the delays in the movies, is not. I'm starting to think that I don't think it's coming from the W side. I think that is Zaslav's influence. I mean, come on, let's be. This is where I say there's somewhere in the middle where you're like, oh, nothing happens until it's officially announced, or yes, Zaslav can't do things himself, but he can be.
No, Krypton. The article is saying that's not what's going to happen.
We got a super chat. We didn't cover it first.
Oh,
okay.
So who wants to answer that question too?
Hold on. Skywalker is a great. Hold on.
I know
Skywalker the Jedi. Hey, thank you, man. I mean, I'll send you a link too if you'd like. Quick question: can anyone point out exactly where it says that they'll be there for the next few years?
Is the Flash now going to be the?
I don't think he's being trolling. I think he's actually.
No, no, that's fine. So I was reading the article, right, and it talks about how a number of So officially, the company has sworn off comment as the final pieces come together.
Hold on a second, I gotta take this.
Okay.
Exec moves will only be announced when the ink is dry. So they did note that it's only going to be announced when the ink is dry. But this is, and again, they talked about earlier that that multiple people involved in the deliberations are saying that a grace period of some duration is likely to be extended to start off Emmerich and Blois. So again, they're kind of mentioning that because of the slate they have over the next year, including 2022 and 2023, it is their speculation as a publication that they believe that they're going to be allowed these next 2 years to quote unquote prove themselves. Because again, they said, where is it? Wait, sorry. I'm trying to find where it is. A grace period of some duration. So they're not specifying it, but what they are saying is that it's not exactly. He is correct. They didn't say exactly 2 years, but they're saying that their slate over the next 2 years is probably that grace period for when they think that they're going to be allowed the time to prove themselves.
Here's my beautiful bullshit in my my exclusive room.
Here we go.
And thank you, Skywalker. I appreciate you supporting the show, and I want you to be more involved with the show. Here's my beautiful bullshit.
I don't have the patience to wait for a few years. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, no. I know.
I got shit to do in my life.
Listen. Basically, what I think from this is, that's a strong signal that they might not be there for a long time.
Doesn't matter.
It's like, say, for like Lucasfilm, when they were having some issues with public perception and the fandom, and you could say that was toxic fandom or what, the movies slowed down. So what do you do? I don't see a lot of new influx of movies coming in like that. I don't see them greenlighting a lot of new projects as another reason they spread it out. Spread out the movies and to maximize profits on what you already have. And that does give you a good look in the press. We're giving them an opportunity to prove themselves. That means they gotta make sure this shit pops.
Well, that's
they're not getting.
And this is part of my speculation. That's my speculation as to why I feel like they might have delayed these movies to try and gain negotiating power if they can make sure these movies.
Okay, I'm back. I was getting a phone call.
Okay, cool. So, all right, RJ. So that's my take, is that they're slow. That they're not going to be greenlighting on not new projects that this regime wants. They're gonna say you need to prove yourself on the ones you already have and maximize the profits. So just like
I knew you were one of the guys that were punching the air.
Just like Star Wars slowed down their theatrical films when they were struggling with consumer confidence.
It's very interesting though, because I know that certain people have been saying they're going to get fired day one. Let's be real, that was never going to be something.
Well, I didn't believe that at all.
No, but it wasn't like they're going to sign the ink and say, "All right, you're out of here."
Yeah,
this
doesn't exude confidence in them either, though. You have to prove yourselves, and
of course not. But
my speculation is you're not going to see a lot of new projects by this regime greenlit that haven't already been started. Maybe Blue Beetle is getting started, but they're going to wait and see, and they're not getting their extensions unless they really each have a hit. Boom, 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 boom. Flash has got a hit.
Well, all these movies technically need to, they're going to be probably looking at every movie.
And this might also be another reason for the air cut. They want to maximize profits. That's something they have that can make some money that they already have. And they're spreading the movies out. So why not? Oh no! Why are you doing a face palm, Brian? If you want to maximize profits and there's something already prepared and it's a draw for HBO Max, even if you don't like it, they're trying to save those jobs, and get those extensions.
So
why would you not? Why would you? I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm not trying to convince you, but if there's movies spread out more and you need an event on HBO Max and it's there, I'm still not saying it's gonna happen. I'm saying if it's there, why don't you pull, all your ammo and activate what you have? But I also wanted to say the reason why in the title I said, how is Zaslav? Because this is our pal Matt Jarbo. Zaslav cannot do anything until he's officially in, but he could definitely meet. He could definitely meet with everyone, and AT&T can act on his behalf on his wishes. It's obvious. Or you'd be naive to think that he doesn't have some influence on these decisions already, including the deadline article. Do you think that's accurate?
Check out this.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he can't legally do anything, but yes, he's probably playing some shit out in his own.
They said he's met with everyone. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let me. No, I was just going to say real quick. What I would say, Max, in response to that, what I would say is that he cannot legally do something directly,
right?
But to your point, and this is what I've been saying. I think that the executives and those that are at the top brass right now currently are trying to position themselves to look as good as they possibly can, so they can keep their jobs in the next couple of years.
Yeah,
that's what's going on right now. That's what you're witnessing right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, other than DC and Dune, what other IPs are going to help them in this grace period?
Well, Harry Potter,
the MonsterVerse.
The Kaiju universe isn't really having anything this year.
I know, but
Harry Potter.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. Because I can.
Harry Potter's gonna do pretty well.
The potheads.
Well, what's Brian's take on this? Brian? What did you think?
I used to have a girl in my class that was actually like very much like hardcore Harry Potter fan.
Oh, that must suck.
How are you doing?
Nah, it didn't really.
I'm just kidding. I'm a Potterhead too.
Brian, are you all right, man?
Everybody let Brian talk.
I mean, I'm
Lord of the Rings. Lord of the
let
Rings.
Brian talk.
Dude, I love the Lord of the Rings.
Can't yeah. Let's hear Brian talk.
Sorry, I'm chatty.
Whatever, man. I don't care. Okay, we've been going on with this shit for 2 fucking years. It is stupid.
This is important.
How is this important?
How is it important?
About for the last fucking month.
God, like honestly, dude, I really don't think anything's going to change from this merger. And what that article pointed out is that I was right. Nothing is going to change from this goddamn merger. Okay, maybe some people are going to lose their jobs on the lower end, but basically what you're trying to say is if you want DC to come out, if you want your Snyderverse to come out, you actively have to root for every single one of these movies that Hamada is behind to fail.
That's basically what this article confirmed. You basically have to go full boycott and everything. You have to make sure everything's going to be a financial failure.
But see, did you see where you're painting yourself into a corner here? Yeah. So if you want the Snyderverse to continue, all this has to fail, right?
No.
And then if it fails, then what?
No, not necessarily. It might have to succeed.
But this article kind of just confirmed they're looking to see results from all these movies, though.
Yeah,
that's
listen,
like every movie studio in the freaking world.
I said people have the right to boycott as a consumer, but be careful what you wish for, because look what Star Wars happened. You know, people didn't actually boycott.
It'll be, you know what'll happen? It'll do what Star Trek did and just move on without your ass.
No, it just
seriously.
They just might focus
guys,
on
this
the
whole
Batman
thing's gonna
stuff.
tear us all apart, and maybe we should all just
Layla, that point has wailed.
We see beef between YouTubers all the time.
No, I'm just saying. It'll do exactly what.
Internet buddies. If you don't like, might all be way older than me. But seriously,
Layla, you have to be careful in talking.
If you don't like,
yeah, I trust you guys.
If you don't like the current regime, yeah, whatever.
Max, say Ski Walker a link.
Look, all I'm gonna say is to be
it's
fair,
good. I'm gonna bounce and go watch Star Trek, man. Have fun.
Can I join you?
We're not.
I got 2 episodes.
Let my boy.
What is it, Picard or what?
Ryan, we're not going to talk about DC tomorrow.
No, it's fine, dude.
We always talk about DC eventually.
I'm just like
it's the usual.
We'll come around to it. I'm sure we will. But no, I'm just like, guys. I said this a month ago. God, months, a year ago. Y'all need to just chill on this shit. Let it go for the time being. But the problem is this is a fandom based on not letting go. So I don't know how to attack that. So
there's so much news about this right now, Brian. We have to.
Yeah, but see, we're so invested in it because we think that we have this little tiny hope that we're going to get more Snyder stuff.
It's not about moving away from it. It's about not being ignorant because there's so many ignorant Snyder fans out there.
That's the only reason why the Snyder people care about the merge, because they think everyone's gonna get fucking fired, but we're not gonna be.
There's like
so much fake lies and shit spreading everywhere.
Yes, they still fire them.
That's what I meant, Maskashai. It's literally what the movement was based on, is not letting go. So I won't tell anyone to let it go, because that's the biggest sin you can possibly say to somebody, apparently. No, I'm sorry. Grow the fuck up. There's other shit going on, and
this is
eventually it'll be like Star Trek, and it'll move on. It'll pass you by. Look at all the people complaining about how new Star Trek. Oh, it's not for me. Well, yeah, because you complained about it, and then they moved on. They don't care about you as a fan anymore.
We talk right now. It
basically, what I'm saying is I believe that Ann Sarnoff said, "We don't care about you as a fan anymore. We're moving on," and she said that a year ago.
Yeah, she said that like a couple days after the cut too. That's the thing.
And Zaslav said we want to repair relationships.
Well, what does that mean?
Hey, guys!
Exactly. I don't know exactly what it means. But
the gardener.
Hey, I got an idea.
Lots of things that have been said.
I got an idea.
Everything's up in the air.
Guys, let me speak. I got an idea.
All right.
For how we can actually get this stuff completed without having to get everybody else into training and stuff. How about they make an animated movie and they get the actual like actors to reprise their roles that way?
Do you think Zack Snyder would want to do that?
Yeah, but I don't know. I'd be
That's the
perfectly fine
question.
with
Well, it
that.
depends what the fans want too, though. There's some
mean,
people
that's
who would be
fine.
down for an
I want
animated
it to be
movie.
like
I doubt
animated.
Zack Snyder would want to go from all this live action $1 million things to just some little crappy animated thing.
Let's get Scott.
I don't think I don't want to be crappy, but I'm pretty sure that the fandom would still bitch. It even is, restoring that type of,
Well, it's entertaining. You're right, Shiftyism. This is the most entertaining thing to talk about. Now I know it gets people frustrated.
Oh, it is, and I'm fired up about it. But I'm just like, God damn, dude.
Too many people act like as if they know everything.
Well, look, Skywalker's all hyped to talk about it.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid.
I
feel great.
That's a nice Marvel hoodie you got
about
there.
this news? What did you think about this deadline article just dropped? That they're going to give them a shot.
I think that I put the same amount of stock in that as I put in the deadline article that they just put out a few days ago that was begging for Toby Emmerich's job. Okay. Right? Like, are we not going to sit here and act like they just
Hey,
put out
guys,
an
sorry, I
article
unplugged my mic.
days back that was begging for Toby Emmerich to keep his job? Like, are we not going to act like that's clearly what that was?
Well, that's your interpretation of it. There's I know a lot of people say they have spin and deadline. Yes, I know the connections. Yeah.
Thank you,
This is the same
22.
deadline
I also
that-
would like it to just be animated.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, and I agree. Some people may want it to be animated, right? But I would say that the majority of us feel like we should get this live action. And we're gonna get it.
It's the only thing Zack Snyder would want, though.
If you told me like 10 years ago. I mean, granted, I'd be like in early elementary school by then.
Mhm.
And I'd probably say, hey, you'll see Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield with Tom Holland on the big screen, and I'd probably, I mean, granted, it wouldn't be about 10 years ago, but but you get what I mean. If you told me like a few years ago that I'd be seeing all this stuff, and then I'd be seeing Patrick Stewart coming with Benedict Cumberbatch or like Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck together on the big screen. There are chances that we could be seeing this sort of stuff, and
I'm not sure what that has to do with that.
No, I'm just saying is that like one thing that me and my dad talked about, like about this sort of thing is that there could be a chance that maybe one day, not today, not tomorrow, maybe like a few years down the line, maybe we'll see these guys come back.
But will anybody care? All right, guys, I'm out.
Granted, like 10 years from now, I already know for a fact that Mercury and Carol and all them, I know for a fact they're already going to be like whining about that sort of stuff for like years.
Wow, Layla, you need your own show. Come on, girl. Come on, woo. I'm trying to.
I'm a girl in school. I'm a girl in high school.
I have a question.
I think I want to put this point in there, Skywalker, before you start.
Go ahead.
This is something that everyone is missing.
You guys are my bodyguards. My internet bodyguards.
All the Move On crew was consistently saying that they ain't going nowhere. And then this is through a deadline, which is a friendly relationship to WB, saying they might not. This is not, the spin is there that they're not going anywhere for now. But if you look at it in the details, this is saying they're not safe. They're just going to give them time. That just means this is a nice way of saying your contract's not getting extended unless you really prove yourself, but you're not going anywhere right away. It's not like it's not going to be the bloodbath too. So there's nuance in the middle. RJ, and I want to get your thoughts there. This is actually saying, you got to prove yourself here. You're not safe. You got to really show yourself to the company that the decisions are made.
That's pretty much, yeah. I mean, that's pretty on point what I said.
I feel like we're all just like Doctor Strange going up against Dormammu. Just like each and every time Warner gets sold off, we're all just like, new owner, we have come to bargain.
Kind of, yeah, but
just like new owner, we have come to bargain. Here's the Snyderverse. Please, can you guys at least give us something? And they're just like,
they got the Snyder.
I mean, I don't think that that's an apt comparison, right?
I know, but granted, I know nothing. I don't know a whole lot about this sort of stuff. I'm just like, I'm talking out my butt here.
We got to have new people come in and be able to say their piece. We try to have a more panel type discussion here. So go ahead, Skywalker. Go ahead.
No. Like, and my question was going to be, to everybody, but mainly to Brian, but it's unfortunate, he dipped. See, because when I hear a lot of you guys speak about these situations, right? I'm just gonna be clearly honest. It sounds as if like you're speaking from an angle of like this is what you want to happen, right? And then no matter what kind of situation comes about, right, it's gonna still be like these things aren't happening, right? I didn't take that article as them being safe at all. I feel like and anybody that's really had sense and has been following these things, not one of us has said that this thing was going to get restored on day one. Nobody with any common sense has said that. We've all been saying that this was going to be a 90 to 100 day thing. And that little grace period, I mean, I work in a corporate setting, right? That sounds about right. And I think even if you look at it away from just DC, Warner Brothers as a whole has been failing on multiple levels. And so
here's the biggest takeaway from this. If you don't get Flash right, you're going to lose your job. You're not going to get your extension. And that's you don't get the bloodbath of you're getting fired day one unless you get caught in this type.
And I had this conversation with Enosh last night because I'll be honest, like last night I felt like if anything, last night was proof in the pudding that I thought something should change. Like I'm like, okay, this is why a murder needs to happen because this chaos and this ridiculousness. Because I think public embarrassment.
Here's my take from this: Zaslav does have influence. He could work through AT&T to get what he wants done before he's official, and. You're not going to get fired right away, but you have to prove yourself, or it could be spin as a nice way to exit WB without you're fired. Well, they had the opportunity with the Flash, but this is why Flash was they have to get Flash.
Well, yeah, and this is where it comes into speculation on my part, and I was honest about that. It's just speculation. That's why I think in part these movies got delayed because I think the previous regime is trying to touch up these movies and try and quote unquote, I wouldn't use the word fix, but I would use the word like they're trying to like bolster them as much as they can as negotiating power to Zaslav to try and get to stay around. That's my opinion on it.
Flash is going to work. They really have to.
That's why I think they got delayed. I think it's these current executives being like, okay, these movies may not be up to snuff because of whatever we did.
We're all
so
talking about these movies. What's the most important one though? What's going to cause them their job or not, or to get extended?
Probably Flash.
I think it's all movies.
Yeah. It all comes down to that, really. But I want to get Isaac and Eddie.
Well, the Flash is going against Indiana Jones 5, though.
Yeah, it does come on Indiana Jones 5, The Flash.
What's that, Aaron?
It does come on the same day as Indiana Jones, The Flash.
Comes out like a week. Flash comes out a week before Indiana Jones 5.
Yeah.
Well, what is your takeaway from this? Reverse Max.
Completely forgot I do that. Big Snyder fan. I want everything restored. I want Ben Affleck back as Batman, even though I love the original Batman. I love everything Snyder related. I mean, you see that post in the back, Zack Snyder's Justice League BVS in the back. I'm just done with the Discovery merger discussion. Too many people act as if they know what's really going on. I've heard the same
here, Isaac.
shit all the time.
Well, I don't say I know what's going on yet. Yeah.
And with Brian, now I get Brian's frustration.
Yeah.
And I'm with him on that. I don't believe we should move on because the same thing was applied with the Snyder Cut. Look what happened. And I'm never going to move on. I'm always going to put hashtag restore the Snyderverse. However, too many in the Snyderverse fandom act as if they know everything. Too many bad people, too many toxic people, too many people influencing terrible conversations. I've gone a little frustrated with it, and that's all I have to say.
No, that's fair, Isaac. But both sides think they act like.
Yeah, both sides. But because I'm part of the Snyder fandom, I think it's important for me to talk to the Snyder fandom because that's Zaggy? Who I can best talk to, and that's why I talk like this.
All right, cool.
Eddie
or Aaron or Eddie, did you have anything to add?
Jeez. Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I was just making sure because for some reason the little white lines weren't showing up around my icon.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Hi, Enosh.
Yeah, you're fine, Lila. You're good.
Hi, Enosh. Hi, Saggy.
Hey, Saggy. Eddie, go ahead, bro.
Nice to see you guys.
No, like I said, none of us know what's gonna happen in terms of the merger. Some people are obviously it was stupid as shit to say they're all gonna get fired day one. That was not realistic.
Well, it's
at all,
also
but-
stupid shit to say that they're not going anywhere either. This is
Going
also
anywhere.
proof that says.
Oh no! I'm talking about realistic in terms of actually when he actually comes in. That's what I mean. Not like over time, getting fired or anything like that. But like I said, they're not giving him.
Can you guys
extensions,
name
but
one
they
person that has said that? Like, I keep hearing you guys say that they're gonna restore it day one. Like, who of prominence
That's
has
true.
actually said that?
I don't.
I mean, I could name one person in the chat. Krypton's Core said they're all going to be fired day one. He said that in the chat just tonight.
Yeah.
Can we
Okay.
just like?
Well, that's.
I mean, Twitter counts too, but I can't.
Can I just say something?
But
yes, you can.
no, like I said, it is ridiculous to think that. But
No,
no,
it was always going to be a process. That's the thing. It was always going to be a process to get people out.
No, I'm just thinking we have to wait and see what happens. Like I said, I don't know where they want to shift on when it comes.
Sorry,
to
Shifty
Gizm.
I just
go either
have a
way.
habit of
They could
doing
completely. They could it's okay. They could completely ignore all this talk if they want to about the restoration of whatever verse or like I said, they have to focus on the other IPs too, not just DC. So that's to be tricky, and obviously there's other factors too about Zaslav wanting to be more, not trying to when not trying to spend that much money in terms of let me just it's gonna get too complicated if I say what I really want to say, but it's more of
I'm here for
just waiting what you want to see. That's all. Like I said, it is what it is. It's something. If nothing happens, I don't give a fuck. If it does, I'll say something about it. But it's whatever.
Well, I think this is interesting because, all the people that said nothing was going to happen, they're set in stone, and now you see everything's not, even through the filter of Deadline. Deadline does have a filter for WB. They are going to put them in a more positive light before the merger, and this doesn't. People are like, "Oh, this proves that the critics were not right." Well, it doesn't prove anything. It proves that to me, as an expert speculator for movie talk, it proves to me that there's not going to be a lot of influx of new money for new projects in this 2-year period, and they got to prove the shit they already did.
I do think things are
and they're not safe. Yeah. They're not safe. They're just not going to be ousted day one. You could actively find new people to replace their jobs while they're finishing up their jobs.
Well, and like I said, I'm genuinely asking a question because I'm not trying to be a jerk here. I'm just genuinely asking: is there any chance, any reality that some of these movies, like I'm not even talking about just the DC stuff. Like, let's say like there's some other big movie that does really well, they get like some Oscars or something. To where Zaslav's like, okay, I can work with you, maybe. Like I could still work with you in some capacity.
Well, I think Flash has to be extreme.
And like I said, I'm genuinely asking because
here's the thing that you just focus on the slate. There's not new stuff being announced. They're spreading the slate thin over those 2 years.
Well, actually, I was going to go over that real quick. If you want
these 2 years are they're pretty much.
I was going to bring it up. Actually, I have the slate in front of me.
Right. So, is there going to be any new announcements during this?
So,
the
next big movie they got is Fantastic Beasts 3.
Yeah.
Then they got Father of the Bride, Elvis.
Oh wow, that's going to be a hit.
You got Creed,
Super Pets.
Yeah.
But Don't Worry, Darling, which is like their Olivia Wilde awards play movie. Then you got Black Adam, Creed 3.
Creed 3.
Hey, we got 71 people watching. Can you smash it 71 times?
What?
72? Can we get 72 likes?
Then you got Shazam, Fury.
Can we get 69 likes?
Then you got Shazam, Fury of the Gods.
Oh, yay, funny number.
Yeah, Isaac, you had that up every show. Can I have 69?
Hey, I'm helping you out, Max.
Just say, can I have 69?
You don't want the likes, Max?
Oh, yay, the funny number.
Yeah.
Which one of you guys got added back?
I don't know, but yeah, so that's 2022 right there. Honestly, 2022 is kind of weak in my opinion, outside of Black Adam and Creed and Shazam.
Yeah, it was good.
I mean, Elvis, I'm interested in, but I'm not sure that's going to be a big movie.
There's not a big draw to announce
but
new,
I was going to show
new people until you have new projects to announce.
Right, and I was just
So
going
you
to
give
show.
them a
I
chance.
was going to showcase the 2023 slate real quick. As of right now,
Wait.
this is just right now. We got Aquaman in March, Last Train to New York in April, The Flash in June, Coyote versus Acme in July, Meg 2, Blue Beetle, Dune Part 2, Wonka, and a remake of The Color Purple.
Why?
And then they have some movies dated for 2024. They got Toto, Lord of the Rings anime movie, and Furiosa by George Miller. That's all in 2024.
Yeah, but they're not.
What about pre-production, like cancel movies? It's on title movies.
Well, they also have Batgirl, but we have no date for Batgirl. So
No, Hans. I'm not. I think we all, regardless of what side, we want quality movies. But the
Flash has
thing
been in production for how long?
The thing I'm taking away from this is the way WB was on track as a movie, and that they're not getting more money for new projects. They got to execute on the ones they have. There's not a lot of newness coming here. You spread what you have already to maximize profits and to maximize quality. So yes, everything's still up in the air. Go ahead, Skywalker.
I think that if you guys believe that the old regime at Warner Brothers wanted these movies to be pushed to 2023, I think you're tripping.
Oh no, they get bonuses and everything.
Like,
yeah.
yo, this entire time, the whole Project Popcorn thing that fell on its face, right? Now they're committing their theatrical movies to HBO Max 45 days after they're released, which is going to cut the amount of money that they're going to be able to pull from theaters.
Isn't that why they?
Isn't
that why they haven't put No Way Home on digital yet? Is simply just because it's making so much money.
It's still because it's making them money still. Right, and so
hey, not to cut you off, Skywalker, but there's like 11 people, and Enosh and Kate are trying to get in.
Well, Layla, can I have you on again next time? I want to have you on a less panel because because you've been on here for an hour.
I didn't even know there was a limit on StreamYard.
I wish we could add more people.
Well, Layla, why don't you stop by next time and I'll talk about what you want to talk, like the Fandom Menace or something too.
No, I'm perfectly fine with this.
Okay.
I just simply because like I admit I don't have very many friends. So
no,
just,
you're
like,
our friend, Layla.
No, I meant like in real life, just like in person. I don't have very many in-person friends, so I'm just like, this is fun.
Yeah, we're gonna have you back, Layla. I just want to make sure it's the right atmosphere.
Hi, Matt.
To succeed. That's all. I want you to have the right atmosphere to succeed, and then I'll work with you. We're gonna work on content.
Yeah, this is kind of like a heated thing, you know. It's kind of like a big.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, hi, Enosh.
You see, Max, that's how you treat a dog on stream.
Is that Kate involved, guys?
Well, RJ doesn't know how to treat animals
Hi,
either.
Swaggy. Love you too.
Say hi, Rocky. Say hi.
Hi, Enosh.
Hey, Layla.
Is he your new co-host?
It's so nice to finally talk to you again.
This is my buddy. This is my grandma's dog. So he's my buddy. This is Rocky. It's because he takes a lick and he keeps on ticking. My grandma saved this little guy. This guy's a little Shih Tzu, and the guy that she bought him from, she didn't buy him from. She bought him from somebody else who rescued him, and so she rescued him. They were fighting him. They had him in dog fights. This little Shih Tzu, man, I'll tell you what, has seen things, but he's a fighter, and now he's a therapy dog, and he's just a cute little guy. And so, no, I just wanted to say, like,
I'm the guy that
I don't. Hey, Layla, we love you, but you are talking over everybody, hon.
Sorry.
Everybody's trying to tell you, and I know I've known Layla for a long time, so I tell you, Layla is awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, let everybody talk.
Well, Layla, we do have some other people that want to get on that are asking me on Twitter too. So, can I bring you on next time? And I'm gonna do.
Can I just stay here in the StreamYard for a little bit?
Oh yeah, I'll put
just
you
in case I want to show back up.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Layla.
Thank you, Layla.
All right, let's see.
Christ.
No, I mean,
be
seriously,
nice.
Genuinely very nice of her to give up her spot.
Yeah,
so
that's
other people
nice.
can come on. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sending out a few links now. Okay, what's Enosh's take?
So I don't know why everybody is like so freaked out over this. This is exactly what I think anybody should have expected. If you thought that they were just going to fire everybody That's not how it's going to work. First of all, nobody's going to get fired unless somebody does
not
something.
day one, at least. Not day
no,
one.
well, no, but I mean, but fired, they're not going to get.
Oh shit!
You to get fired. First of all, I think people are forgetting like this is a workplace environment, right? Like they're going to have they would have to have a reason unless somebody does something illegal or something like that, other than the fact that we know what we feel about Ray Fisher and all the things that happened there and the racially motivated things and all that stuff. So that's fine. But we have to remember this is a business. They're going to allow these executives and anybody in any position that not just the executives, but anybody who's in any position. If you've ever been a part of a merger or a company takeover or a buyout or any of those things, nobody is fired on day one most of the time. There may be some people in certain situations
that are. That not a lot of people have actually said fired on day one. They just said they're going.
Exactly. But the thing is that most likely what's going to happen is what happens in usual situations where the companies start to merge together. They start trimming the fat. And in the name of trimming the fat, positions that are doubled are going to start to slowly be eliminated. It's not going to I wouldn't even say that you could look for it in 90 to 100 days. It's going to take
there's no need to replace them because they spread out their projects for over the next 2 years. There's not a lot of new projects, not a lot of new money.
Exactly. That's what happens. That's what happens with these.
Let them finish the projects they're on.
Corporate mergers and things like that. It gives the company time to put the people to get people that they want in those positions to look and see what is needed, what the situation is, what they want to change, what they want to keep the same. And so this idea that they were just going to come in and just like start eliminating people and this person's gone and that person's gone and we're just going to raise our hand and claim victory.
They're not safe though either though from this.
No, they're not. They're not. This doesn't make them safe, and this doesn't deter me from thinking that change is going to come eventually.
I mean, what I want to know
the merger is just happening. Like it's literally
the only thing I want to know is honestly the only thing.
Change? No. Do any of you guys actually want any change?
Heck yeah.
Yes, I do.
No. I mean, like genuinely, because when I listen to all, look, this is an honest observation from us outside of you guys' chamber, right? When you guys speak about these situations, because I'm very good at reading body language and all that, it seems as if you guys want these people to stay in the positions that they're in.
Well, RJ was very
They
frustrated.
literally said they're going to have $3 billion set aside for synergies. Do you guys know what that means? That means that $3 billion has been set aside for killing contracts.
Hey guys.
Okay.
Yes.
Hold on a second. I want to understand what Skywalker is saying.
Synergies.
Who do you think? Who do you think? When you're saying like you guys, like
Kelly, come here.
Who do you think wants things to continue the way that they want to continue? Because
no. When people like Brian, sometimes you, Enosh, right? RJ, I'm Eddie. I'm being serious.
I'm okay. Well, let me address that. What I guess I would ask the question: What have I said that would make you think that I think that everything's fine at Warner Brothers and that things should just continue to be the way that they are?
Okay. The reason why I say that, right, is because even if you look at the statements that you just said, right, there are plenty of counter arguments to that. Like I said, the fact that they have $3 billion, and hey, the widow just said that I'm reaching. There are $3 billion set aside for synergies. In merger talk, that means that is for killing contracts.
Okay, and that takes time. Nobody's. I'm not saying that it's not going to happen.
But and then that's when I said earlier, you guys keep saying, hey, people are saying this is going to be day one, right? Like,
I'm not saying that. I mean, I'm not. Listen. I know people.
Look the shit up. Do your research.
Skywalker. I know people. I can't speak for anybody else. Okay, I can't speak for anybody else. I know people who have, because their desire and their want, and I get where it comes from. Trust me, I understand the frustration. My frustration is right there with a lot of these things that have happened and a lot of these things that have come down the pipe. But The reality is that I know people who have thought that somehow they thought that Keelar was going to do that. They're like somehow, you know, Keelar was going to be the savior and was like going to eliminate all these people that they didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
And then the same thing with Zaslav. When we first heard about this a year ago, you know, that this merger was going to happen, they felt like, well, okay, here it is. Finally, this is what's going to do it. I'm not saying that it's not going to happen. I'm not saying that people aren't necessarily going to be gone, but I will say this, that it's going to take time. Even if money is put aside for eliminating contracts and getting out of contracts and doing the legal things that have to be done, it's still going to take time. From the time that this whole thing is put together, it's going to take time. And that's not going to be 30, 60, 90 days. 30, 60, 90 days, you're literally just getting like the lay of the land. Like, okay, who's here? Like, what's going on? And then you're talking 6 months to a year, I would say, that you start to see actual things put in place that are actually going to move the ball forward, where they're going to be their own entity. You know what I mean? They're going to be their own company. Warner Discovery or Discovery Warner or whatever is going to have to put those things in place to be able to move forward as their own company.
Hey, what's really funny, Enosh, while you said that, I actually had like a quick flashback, right? Before I left Vegas, there was this guy who said that I was going to be in Vegas for 6 to 8 months still, because I was miserable and I was trying to leave, and I was gone in 2 weeks.
That happens too. There will be some people who that happens to.
Absolutely, right? So what I'm saying is that I don't think many people of prominence have been saying, hey, this thing is going to come back day one, right? I don't think that many people have been saying that at all. But just like I'm being told, right, that, hey, you're tripping because you think that you know everything that's going to happen, right? But at the end of the day, the counter to that seems to be, well, I don't think anything is going to change. So it's like,
well, I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. When you mentioned me, like that's all I can answer is for me. I think the reality is we all need to understand none of us are in the situation. None of us know for sure. We're all talking about our own experiences.
Well,
you've had work experience, obviously, Skywalker, where you've worked in different situations where this happened. I've worked in situations where there's been takeovers and buyouts and stuff like that. And so we all look at that, and so we can adjust it. I think yes, anybody who does sit up and say this is the way it's going to be one way or the other. I think that's all speculation at this point.
A lot of stuff happening now that proves that it's not just going to be the status quo. You have to prove that what you're doing is right. You have to prove yourself with the Flash. You're not getting a lot of new influx of cash to new projects. You got to prove the projects you already have. And honestly, if you're not going to announce a bunch of new projects, like, oh, we're going to do Black Adam 2. Now we're going to do this and that's that. And without the box office results, there's no reason to switch people right now.
Well, the stuff from yesterday makes a whole lot more sense now.
Can I say something though?
Real quick. Enoch, what did I tell you yesterday though? Yep. That's why I had my theory about why these movies got delayed, because I feel like personally it's these old executives trying to gain negotiating power.
Well, exactly. But also I think it spreads out that because here's the thing: if everything drops the way that they want to, right? If everything dropped the way that they want to in succession, right? All these movies and all these things, right? Here's the thing: if all that stuff happens the way that it does, you paint yourself into a hole where, like, by the end of the year, you got to have everything together, because now all of a sudden we got nothing else, right? I mean, that was like our slate, and that was what we were doing. If now they've given themselves time where, like, literally they put the Flash out till like next year in the middle of the summer, right? And they put all these other movies, the Meg movie and Wonka, and it's all these things
we need
together.
Someone to drop out. Saggy's here.
It's all these things. Said he would drop out. It's all these things. It's all these things, right? So now when they push them off for that long, they buy time now to figure out what their next moves are going to be, so that by the time the last of these films come out, they have things in the pipeline. They have things that they're developing themselves and pushing out, and know what they want to happen and what they want the company to be.
The Flash
it's pretty obvious,
is
isn't it?
No, it's not, because the Flash is.
There's 69 people watching. Can we get 69?
The Flash.
Giggity.
is
What did I tell you guys?
How long has Warner Brothers been trying to get
Let Skywalker finish. Can we let Skywalker finish that sentence? Because I want to hear what Skywalker's saying.
Yeah, like, yo, they have been trying to get this Flash movie out for how long?
Yeah,
this movie is supposed to reset everything. This movie was Walter Hamada's pet project. Clearly, I think if any of you guys think that they wanted to push this movie back that far, you're bugging.
Yes.
You're bugging.
Yes.
Like, yo, first of all, they were supposed to beat No Way Home to the box office. Now Marvel's gonna have 2 multiverse movies out before the Flash comes out. And the Flash affects everything else, right? It affects Batgirl, it affects everything, right? So why would they want to push that movie back until June?
Well, we don't know that though. We don't know that though, because we don't know where all these things now.
Michael Keaton's Batgirl. Michael Keaton is in Batgirl.
I get that. No, I get what you're saying. But until we see how these stories stack, I don't think that they're going to tell a Batgirl story that comes out before whatever they do in the Flash, right? So I don't think that it's going to be like, well, hey, this happened, all this stuff takes place in the Flash that resets everything, but we somehow give you a Batgirl movie before that makes no sense. I don't think that they're going to retro it and jump around like that. I think that they're now positioning things in different positions. There's probably going to be some reshoots. There's probably going to be some things added for different things. And I will just tell you this, there are things that a lot of people would think are off the table that are not off the table. So
now we have another year of confusion.
Yeah, because you had to have a year.
These things.
Yes, because you had to have a year of getting there. You had to have a year of getting there where
in particular.
Come on, you had to have a year of getting there where the company where the merger has to go through. And now that the merger is going through, you're going to have about another year of that same exact thing.
Can we say something?
Sleepy melons
having to be taken care of.
Well, Kryptons, we're going to get to you right after. I want Saggy's take on this because she just popped in.
Rocky says hi.
You don't really have skin in the game. You're like, okay, you're open to anything happening, right? I don't want to speak for you either.
I'm just waiting to see what happens. I think speculation's fine, but when people say things with certainty, that's the problem I've always had with this situation. No one knows one way or the other what's going to happen unless you literally are working at this company, sitting in these meetings, watching the people sign these contracts and these deals to know exactly what's going on. And when it's fun to speculate, fine, and we discuss it. But when people are really saying things with certainty and then getting mad when people say that's not certainty, huh?
Why are you so gorgeous, Gabby?
Oh, thank you.
This is my favorite hairstyle yours.
I just wish people.
I want all this out.
Yeah.
Who are you going to put your feet on next, Saggy?
You, if you don't stop. But no, I'm going to be serious. I love all the people I've met in this community. But we really need to stop saying things with certainty as if we know. It's fun to speculate. That's fine.
But my sources say you
have hope. No, fuck your sources. I'm sorry.
I don't.
But this thing,
the analytics, Saggy.
I don't know who your sources are, bro. I don't know if your source is some random crazy person on the street asking for change for
this true.
Bro, it's a local crackhead. It's a local hobo.
We don't know.
It's probably the janitor at Warner Brothers.
I'm not taking shots at nobody.
Janitor at Walmart.
Hold on.
Let her speak.
I'm not taking shots at anybody. I don't mind scoopers. I think scoopers are fine. It gives people a little bit something looking forward to. And if it's right, then cool. That scooper's right. Awesome. That's cool. Like I said, speculation has never been my problem. But if you're saying things for certainty, and you're saying, I know because I heard from a source. Bitch, I don't know your source, though. I don't know your source. That could be anybody. I don't know if you heard that from I don't know if you heard that from the janitor that sweeps up the set after it's over. I don't know who your sources are.
No, that's the person from Walmart.
But that's what I'm saying. If anybody's excited, I want y'all to be excited for anything you want to be excited for. But when we talk uncertainties and we know this is gonna happen, you don't know. Nobody knows. I don't know.
Yeah,
I can speculate.
Too much confidence.
Right. It's too much confidence in saying, oh yeah, we know this merger is gonna change things. But we don't. This merger could, it's 50-50, y'all. It could, if y'all, the Snyderverse people, you're right. There's a 50% chance that they could bring back Zack Snyder. 50%. And that'd be awesome. But there's also that 50% that's Probably not, because what these companies are, they are businesses first. They want your money. And if Zach didn't bring them the money that they wanted, they're not going to have him back because he's not making the money. They don't care about his creative freedom. Like the fact that he had to come back and had to fight to come back to bring that movie to life, which was 1,000,000 times better than the shit they put out, is proof that this company does not give a shit about Zack or his vision. They don't care about Zack Snyder. They don't care about that man. That man deserves better. That man deserves so much better than to make money for this shitty ass company that is making y'all this mad about movies, bro. I'm just saying. Not to be that person. Like I love y'all, but
I
like
love
real
you,
talk.
Sadie. I love you.
Real talk. This man should not be making WB a goddamn penny after they took his vision and minimized it to the piece of shit movie that they gave to Josh fucking Whedon. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Yes. Speak the facts. I mean,
they gave that movie to Josh fucking Whedon, and they wouldn't let this man come back. And y'all,
because he did Avengers, it was gonna be a guaranteed success.
Listen, I'm glad y'all Zack Snyder fans love his movies. But don't want him to make that fucking company money until they start recognizing that they need to give these directors complete freedom.
Yes.
Complete freedom to make their fucking
Well, they have been doing it
practices.
Close enough.
Well, yeah, because
No,
it
I
blew up
agree.
in their faces and it's caused a shit show at their company. So of course they're gonna start. You realize that we should probably treat other people better, but of course we're not gonna apologize or make amends with what we did before. We're just gonna act like it never happened.
No, they don't
and
care.
Act like our business practices now.
Let's talk about the synergies because I don't know. Okay,
and the Batman was complete garbage.
What? That's your opinion, man. It's okay. If you thought that was good.
Oh, it was.
Soy
I fell
balls.
asleep like 3 times. I was dozing off.
Krypton, you flip flopped
Krypton,
on that.
you may have
shit.
just been sleeping off what
Krypton,
you know.
you said it was good, and then all of a sudden, well, I did fall asleep.
Did you take a melatonin before you went to the theater?
I think he may have self-medicated before he went to the theater.
That's what I'm saying. I think he took a melatonin.
May have had a drinky poo or two.
Yeah, but
right?
real quick though, like if that's
wow.
It's okay. It's
So
okay.
Skywalker-
It's okay.
I think Matt Reeves took his girl or
brought up
something.
the
I don't know.
synergy stuff, and now we have.
No, it's true. You like what you
Let's
like.
examine
it's
this,
true.
RJ. What's the
When I had to check my phone to see what time it was, and it was like, it's still an hour left.
Pull out your phone in a theater,
That's
bro.
how it
That's
was.
just
Nah,
not right.
I don't care how boring a movie is. You don't fucking put your phone out in a theater.
Bro, the guy to the
Respect
left.
everyone
No,
else.
it was my
Because
wife.
people are
People
spending their
don't
time
either.
and money when they go to a theater.
I'm rich.
Do not do that. Do not
Thank you, Isaac.
And if you have
I'll tell you
to
what,
do that,
Isaac is the hero of this stream. Isaac is the hero of this stream tonight.
No, it pisses me off when people ruin other people's
I don't have to
theatrical
look at my
experiences.
phone.
If you're not
I'm
there
like
for the movie, then
wealthy.
get out.
Yes,
People are
thank
spending their
you.
time and money going there.
Hold the hell on, Isaac.
No,
I
never get to rant. Y'all get to rant all the time.
I pull my phone out, but we have the friggin' recliner theaters, and nobody sits next to each other, so I can put my phone
No,
out.
but you're still messing with other people's theatrical experiences. People are spending their gas money and their theatrical money. Come on, be respectful of other people.
I mean, to be fair, Isaac, it makes sense that they're putting their phones out, so some of them are hate watching.
Then
that
get out of
movie
the
anyway.
theater. Get out of the theater.
No, I'm not gonna hate watching.
Hey,
I
I'm
don't
just saying.
hate watching
I'm
anything.
just saying.
Respect other people.
I
Even if the
wanna see
movie's really
Isaac.
bad, just get out.
I want to see Isaac go up to somebody and just smack their phone out there.
I was about to
Complain to
say
manager
My
because I saw some
father-in-law
people
that
just
passed,
talking
he
during
used
the
to go
movie.
talk to people in the back row
Isaac's
with
like,
their
I
phones out.
spent $20 for this fucking ticket. You ain't
Yes.
I
putting that light
know.
on.
I'm spending money to go there and then spending gas money there, and you already know gas prices are going off the roof.
I know.
Oh my God, he
You
is an
cannot-
old man.
and I'm waiting for a movie for over a year. I should at least
I
get a
live
decent
in
theatrical
Boston. So
experience.
Yeah, it's like
You think I'm gonna
Wait,
waste my
hold on, wait,
during
wait,
your
wait,
car
wait.
scene, someone had
Hold
their
on, wait.
phone out.
Who said that? Hold on, pause.
I
Who
have
said
no idea what's going
Did
on
somebody say they
anymore.
live in Boston?
Oh, that must suck.
Who said
Yeah,
they live in
it's like
Boston?
I live in Boston. I live in
Why you
Revere.
live near me, Krypton?
I live in Revere.
Wow, Krypton, you're trying to
Krypton,
get
you
near
live
Saggy?
near me.
Wow.
Surprise you.
Oh my God, we gotta meet and hang out slowly.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to
Maybe
have
it's
a
a-
I don't think
maybe
I
it's
Wow,
a
that's
bars,
very
like-
enticing. Let's hang out.
Yeah,
What are you doing here?
Y'all got this man Jedi Walker like reevaluating his life decisions being on this goddamn panel right now. Look at him.
He's cool.
Oh no!
He reevaluating.
Without no one's
I feel
No,
great.
I'm told I was Skywalker with
Well,
this
can I
bullshit.
ask though, because Skywalker,
I want
I
to
don't
talk to
think
Skywalker
I don't
after
think
the
that
stream, actually.
I'm still trying to figure out though where, like, because again, like you said about certain people, and I know that there are some people who like you said, like I question sometimes, like I don't know what they want, right? Like even I don't know what they want, but like you brought up specific people, you named a couple names and you put me in there. I still don't understand though how you think that I don't want there to be change when I've been very vocal about how I want there to be change, about how I'm very frustrated with the situation, but also but I choose to deal with it a little bit differently because some of the conversations that I've had that I understand not everybody's had or whatever, but I'm just dealing with it in the way that I feel that I need to deal with it. So like what I would like to know, because I want to be better. If I'm putting something out there that's confusing, I want to know, right? But I don't feel like that I'm doing that.
In my opinion, before he answers, I think it's because there's a lot of excuses being made, or a lot of like, oh, they're going to be fine. They're going to be fine. Obviously, they're not exactly fine. They have to prove themselves now.
Who's going to be fine? But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what Skywalker, because Skywalker said specifically that I've said things that make him feel like I don't want there to be change in Warner Brothers, and I just think it's interesting because I take it from both sides. I get it from some sides, Skywalker, that try to tell me that like I'm completely obsessed apparently with Zack Snyder, that I'm trying to like destroy the whole thing and take the whole thing down and disrespectful to everybody. And then I get things from that, like the other side that tells me that like I'm not even a Zack Snyder fan, and that I don't understand how, because I feel like I try to be in the middle. I try to look at things the way that they are and just judge it by that. So that's why I'm asking the question.
All right, after that we have to get to H parts.
And look, if that's a situation, Skywalker, that maybe you and I have a conversation with, you know what I mean? Like I'm fine with that. If you know, I'm saying if Max didn't want to, get it because we've got the panel here, you just mentioned me specifically. That's why I was just trying to find out.
No, absolutely. What Max touched on is right, because in like large, right, when these things are being discussed, right, I will give you an example. One of the last times that we were on here when we were discussing, I think it was the Suicide Squad flopping, right? Now, there were a whole bunch of excuses, some of which was given by you, as to why this movie flopped and why we couldn't compare it to other things, right? And the same thing is being done with this Batman movie. I don't know if it's from you personally, right? But I will say, like, say for instance, when the first estimates came out, they had that movie doing, what was it, 165 to 185, right?
It was 130 to 130 to 180.
All right.
It was 130 to 180. That was from Box Office Pro. 130 to 180.
Okay, fine. But still 180, right?
At the extreme high end, yes.
Now all of a sudden, right? When a couple other sites like Forbes and everything, they had their own estimates which were much lower, right? And then when this movie underperforms from the initial projections, right, and probably from what Warner Brothers initially wanted, right, then I feel like that's why this whole thing has been trying to be shifted into the Batman getting 135 in 6 days is like some huge accomplishment, right? So
6 days.
You have these things being like moved around, and even now with these movies getting pushed back, and I'm hearing people who say, hey, The Flash, right, they wanted to push that back. Like, when I cannot think of one conceivable reason why Walter Hamada and Toby Emmerich would want that movie to get pushed back until June when it's restarting their universe.
Because they're not in control anymore. That's
okay. So to adjust those three things that you just said.
So don't say that they planned it because they obviously didn't.
I don't
agree with that. So to address those three things that Skywalker just said, because I asked if what specifically was about me. First of all, I never said those things about the Flash. I never said that they wanted to move the Flash. I said that
it was more of, so what happened when our last encounter, when there was a lot of excuses for like why some of these things were happening, right? And
I've never talked about the I never talked about Batman predictions.
No, I'm talking about Suicide Squad.
I never talked about
No Way Home.
Suicide Squad. Now, Suicide Squad, I'll address. Okay, so Suicide Squad, I'll address. Suicide Squad. When I look at things. Listen, do I have my own frustrations about things about Warner Brothers and whatnot? Absolutely. But I'm also going to be what I try to be. I try to be fair. I try to look at it, and I try not to be like conspiracy theory that like this is happening or that's happening. With Suicide Squad, I look at when Suicide Squad came out as compared to when some of these other films came out. Honestly,
like Dune, I had brought up Dune last time, right?
Right. What broke the some of the barriers and the boundaries for film where films could look like they were starting to come back, right? There was a slow buildup over months, right? Where people were starting to feel a little bit more comfortable and a little bit more comfortable going back to the theater. And then Spider-Man broke that for everybody because Spider-Man was the thing that like people were just like, screw that. I'm going to see Spider-Man. If I got to go double mask, whatever, man, like if whatever I got to wear, I'll wear, and I'll go see Spider-Man. And so now we're in a situation where people are feeling more comfortable doing that. When Suicide Squad came out, I still don't think it's fair, even though like I have issues with Suicide Squad.
We were talking about the Batman projections as well. You told me that it was unfair to compare the Batman to No Way Home. You also said that.
As a movie, I think it is. I think it is because No Way Home. Hold on, No Way Home was a Marvel movie that was the penultimate movie of the trilogy, right? That there was all this hype over that like people were literally like any Marvel movie just makes money anyways. It prints cash, right? So the thing is you add to that what was leading up to it. What I was saying though, Skywalker was not trying to defend the Batman if it didn't make money. That wasn't what I was saying. I was saying it's not the same type of film though, because you have one movie that's introducing a character, even though it's Batman, it's still introducing a new Batman for the first time, right? It's introducing a new version of that Batman that's untried, untrue, that's started up, gone down, whatever. And it's Robert Pattinson, who like people have had issues with and mocked and made fun of, whatever. So like my thing was wait and see what that does. But when you had Spider-Man, I don't think that you compare those apples to apples because Spider-Man was the third movie in a trilogy. There was all this speculation that we were going to get all three Spider-Men. And then once the movie came out and people knew that word of mouth, repeat viewings, like all these things, it's a family movie. Like Spider-Man is a family movie that like little kids are going to see. I saw Batman. I liked it. Do I love it? No, I don't love it, but it was a good Batman movie. But there's still something about Batman that I can't quite put my finger on. That it's like I'm not like excited about it, you know. Like I may go see it in the theater again, but dude, I went and saw Spider-Man again right away because it was fun. It was a fun ride, and I wanted to go see the things that I missed. Yeah, I wanted to see the things that I missed. So they were two different films. So when I say that we can't compare the two, I'm not making an excuse for it, dude. I'm not making an excuse for Batman. If Batman fails, Batman fails. I'm just saying, like, if we're going to compare the two movies, compare it to a movie that makes sense. And right now, there's not really another movie that's
we couldn't compare Suicide Squad.
I'm gonna have to take that.
So it's like,
but Suicide Squad though, I thought
let Max speak.
Well, that's what I was saying with Suicide Squad. For me, I didn't think that there was anything to compare it to at the time because it was never going to make a lot of money at the box office because of where it was. Nothing was making big money at the box office at that time, dude. And I still say, yeah, it underperformed at the box office. I've made no excuse for that. I don't think that the movie is as bad as people have made it out to be, but it is what it is. I understand that. Like Skywalker, when I talk about movies like that, I look at the people who are saying things like, you know, James Gunn is supposedly behind the scenes trying to undo things, you know, by Zack Snyder and undercut David Ayer and all these things. And like, those are conspiracy theories, man. Let's talk about like what the movie made. Like, why is it weird that maybe the studio has committed fully to James Gunn, allowing him to do spinoffs and Matt Reeves to do spinoffs of his thing. Right. And I agree. It frustrates me when I see those things happen now that apparently they're coming beside these directors and doing these things. But at the time, the stuff that I really love, the Zack Snyder stuff, like why weren't those people doing those things back then? But we can't speak for that, right? Because it's not the same time. It's not the same situation.
We have to get the H-Bart super chat.
Yeah.
H-Bart's $5. Thank you, bro. I think
I'm happy to have that conversation with you more, Skywalker. Like I hope that you know that I'm like I'm pretty chill about that. You know what I mean? Like some people make me out to be like I'm just like this other thing. I don't know why, but
you're part of the Scooby Gang agenda. Stop.
Stop with that bullshit. Stop with that bullshit.
Yeah,
Hey,
listen.
Dude, I'm just out here. Dude, I'm just out here trying to talk about stuff that I love, man.
I need to
people put stuff on people all the time, but Skywalker, yeah, you mentioned my name, so I don't want to take more of that time. I just wanted to say because you said that we could talk about that more at a later time. That's cool.
Okay,
maybe I'll have you on.
I hated.
All right, I gotta be able to read super chats. H Barts did this like 30 minutes ago. Okay, H Barts $5. I think he will die, but if Affleck survives Flash, then I'll be surprised. This is the other thing I wanted to talk about. Not that Affleck's coming back, but why would they risk killing him? His character, the first on-screen Batman death, killing in a potentially a cameo situation with the Flash. I don't see it, especially with how much pressure is on this film to do it.
How do you explain it?
There's been rumors that there's been more footage. Ben Affleck doesn't even know what's going to be in the movie that they, and that there's a delay. I think I feel, in my opinion, I'm not telling you to believe it. I think that's too much of a risk, especially when you're trying to prove yourself to the new regime. But I mean, Eddie, you think for sure Affleck's going to die on screen? That's it.
I mean, something's going to happen.
And I'm not saying he's going to come. I'm not saying This is a separate the argument that Ben Affleck's coming back, but actually saying he's done because he dies on screen.
Talking about what's filmed right now.
I get it. I get it. He said it before in interviews. It sounds like he's saying he's done, but like I keep saying, look at Batgirl as a perfect example.
Why is something that's never been done before?
That's the thing. If he's not in that movie, I guess they are. They're gonna either erase him from the timeline or something. Because, like I said, it's proven that he's not gonna be. Like I said, the Batgirl would have been a good movie for him to be in there, but no, Michael Keaton's there.
Can I ask a question though? Why does it matter? Even if Batfleck dies on screen, why does it matter? Because like literally, it has to do with the multiverse. You don't know what version of Batfleck dies. We don't know like what spinoff of Batfleck dies.
Hey, if it's the Justice League version, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's a completely different thing, right?
Warner Brothers has stated repeatedly that Justice League is canon, guys. They've stated that repeatedly.
This is canon.
I'm
just kidding.
It's over a year ago.
They're canon. So
I understand that we made like this canon.
We tripping over what's going to happen.
Skywalker. So that being said, okay. So I'll just say this: if that's the case, and there's been a couple of different reports of like that. Some of that may be retroed in this film, right? This Flash film, that it may not be a full-on, straight-up the Justice League is the just the basic canon. But if Justice League is the canon and Affleck dies, is that a bad thing?
I don't care.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I see people making a big deal about like, well, if he dies, I'm going to be pissed off. And it's obvious that Warner Brothers is trying to kill the Snyderverse. Like, I don't think that those things correlate. Those things, none of that stuff has to go together.
If it's different from ignoring and proceeding or continuing with the Snyderverse and actively killing off, like, if you kill off Ben Affleck and it's not done right and it leaves a bad taste in, and I mean, it's all subjective, but why would you take on that risk?
Snyderverse, so.
Why would you take?
It doesn't matter as long as you make a good movie. No one's gonna care.
Why are they going to do this one, especially because there's been room like in the planned.
Well, I mean, I would just
Snyder that he was going to.
Here's what I would say: if I was in charge, why would you risk? I would not kill off Ben Affleck because I think it's an asinine decision.
Even if you don't use him,
I think you leave the door open for.
I actually agree with RG on that.
You should not kill him off. Like ideally, you should never kill him off. No,
I think the perception alone, like if you kill off Ben Affleck's character, like people, the negative, pushback, whatever. But
even if you don't going to continue with him, just let it go. Just
let him ride off into the sunset with a penchant.
I mean, they can do what they want, but if they're going to risk their careers on this decision. That's a decision. And of course, if you leave him alive, yes, we're gonna, Skywalker is gonna say restore, and everyone else is gonna say restore, and that's their right to do that. But that's why people that are so critical of the restore crowd, you're so convinced that they're just gonna kill him off. Like
what did they do to his character? That's the thing.
Look what they did in No Way Home. I kind of think that could have gone either way with Toby. Maybe they changed their mind. Maybe they filmed 2 different versions.
Well, and that's what I said. That's what I said.
They're going
earlier,
forward
though.
with
I mean,
Keaton,
to be fair,
and there's no word on Affleck's. I mean, that's just
well,
my
I was saying to
view
be
about
fair. I mean, again, these movies are still kind of in flux a little bit. I mean, there is a window for reshoots, and I've always maintained if they wanted to, they could obviously fix some things in post. They could change some things around to rework stuff to where characters don't die, characters aren't gone forever, that kind of thing.
I am Legend.
It's always
Exactly.
possible.
Exactly. Again,
They about to shoot new scenes, man.
Again, characters that we think are just gone because of contracts or because of decisions that have been made. Nothing is off the table. I mean, that's just it just is what it is. So, you know, I don't know.
Right, well, would you risk that as a new regime coming in and, you know, keeping that, or you know, that's just too risky for me. If I'm going to maximize profits, I'm not going to shut anything out, especially the success of No Way Home. And not necessarily that I'm going to use Ben Affleck again, but having the first on-screen death of Batman, too risky.
Even to bolster Max's point, right? I mean, look at the reaction to Robert Pattinson's Batman, right? I mean, we can sit here and say that, you know, it hasn't been kind of divisive, right? But even people that have praised the movie have still had problems with Robert Pattinson's Batman in that movie. So I also don't think that it would be wise for you to kill off a proven commodity that was just voted as the best Batman in a huge poll recently, right? That went pretty much viral, right? So yeah, you know, I don't think it makes much sense at all. And you know, I don't think he's gonna die. But even if they do kill him, I don't think that it really matters to me, because at the end of the day, that's not gonna, you know, that has nothing to do with Zack.
Well, that's the other point of this, you know, the subject that I wanted to cover. Out of everything WB's done over the years, Batman prints money, and also Batman 2. Even though they have the side projects, the next time you're going to get to see Batman, yeah, you're going to get an older Batman in Batgirl, but the next time you're going to get to see Batman with Pattinson is probably 2025. By the time the sequel, maybe 2024, but I doubt it. You know, look how long this one took, the first one, and he does great work, but he needs time to do it. Why would you kill off a possible revenue with that in case you can use it? Just leave it go. I just don't. I just cannot see them doing it. And if they do it, it's going to really risk their positions to keep that story point if they really want to. I just don't
leave it go. Max 2022. Leave it go.
Well, even if you're not going to use it, I would not want that backlash.
I have no idea what you're talking about. By the way,
look how Luke got killed off in the backlash there. I'm not saying
they were you were going to kill him off anyway, though.
Yeah, but
originally they were going to
kill him off. As long as it makes the movie good.
Luke should have died in episode 9.
No, I'm happy he.
Well, the thing is,
let's
not
get
into this. No,
I think Caden wanted to bring up a point.
Okay. By
Scooby-Doo,
this time,
how are you?
Of the timeline of the DCEU, he would have sacrificed himself / died either way. So by then, so like you may like it or not, but he may die or sacrifice himself to save the multiverse. What if that's the case? What if he dies a hero? Saving the multiverse.
If it makes sense of the story, I understand. But there's also added pressure there, even if you're not going to continue the Snyderverse. The way Zach was going to do it.
I agree with what Enosh, and I think, and this is going to be crazy, with Skywalker said about the whole thing about this is a multiverse, and this is a possibility that this is one of 2 or 3 or 4 Batflecks. So there might be 3 or 4 other Batflecks in the multiverse.
That's true.
That's fine. But the Batfleck we know that we've seen is quote unquote going to sacrifice himself to save the multiverse.
I don't think it's the same character.
And then we have Keaton, who is a Hollywood icon as Batman.
Fuck Keaton.
And who is
Well, I just said fuck Keaton.
Yeah.
Yes, I did say that.
No, fuck you.
He's
no.
not,
wait.
He's not even playing.
Were we
He's not even
fucking?
playing.
I don't even like Tim
No more
Burton.
fucking,
I
please.
hate Tim Burton.
No more.
Hey Max,
Yo,
nope,
I'm trying
stop
to get to
fucking
the
preaching.
esports.
Bruce is
That's all I do,
playing,
Max.
He's
That's
not.
all
He's
I
not
do.
playing. Bruce.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
returning as Bruce
dear
Wayne
God.
and Batman.
Can we please
I
stop
swear to
this
God,
nonsense?
he's not.
What are you talking
Krypton,
about?
I love you, man, but that's absolute nonsense. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. Even with Warner Brothers doing this, like, and bringing Keaton back. Listen,
Look, I have
Keaton may be
had way too
Brothers.
much to drink, but
Keaton
Brothers.
is obviously appearing in a couple of films or
what
whatever.
the fuck are you
it's
saying?
Warner Brothers,
Like, are
though,
you
you know.
drunk?
Stop the F's, Justin, please.
My ears, stop. My virgin ears, please.
Keaton may be appearing in a couple of films or whatever, but like Keaton is not. They're obviously going to move around these characters to focus on whatever characters they want to focus on, right? And Keaton, yes, is going to appear as Batman. Keaton, for a lot of us, like growing up, man, Keaton was my Batman. So am I excited to see Michael Keaton again?
Too.
Yeah. Do I think that it's a shame that there's some mar on that now? There's some taint. You know, it's tainted a little bit. You know, yeah, it is tainted a little bit, but at the same time. I'm just being honest. There's things that I'm looking at it there that could be positive.
We're trying to enter all of
that could be positive, but like, do I think that like they have a 10-year plan that Keaton is going to be Batman for the next 10 years?
90
I
people
really
watching.
doubt that.
Smash
I really
that
doubt
button.
that. If that's the case,
no, you're too old for that shit.
If that's the case, if that's
the
really the
Batman's
case,
gonna make
like,
an appearance.
like that is a mistake. If their long-term plan is to keep Michael Keaton as Batman, but I think more of it. I think the more we see, it's probably going to be a short-term thing, as a transitional kind of thing where you got a multiverse movie. You got obviously this Batgirl movie is going to play into that somehow, and I just don't see 10 years from now that like we're going to have had, you know, Batman running around as a 70-year-old man. I could be completely wrong.
No,
and I hope I am.
Right,
I don't want to be wrong. I hope that they don't, but I mean, I could be completely wrong and they could go completely off the rails. I don't know. I don't think that makes sense though. Right. And until I see something that actually says, I see a lot of people speculating about that. I see a lot of people speculating about it. And most of it is people who are just pissed off. Most of it are just people who are pissed off because they're like me. They would rather have Ben Affleck, right? We would rather have the Ben Affleck movie, right? That's the Batman movie I want, right? That's my favorite Batman. Is him.
Please, H Bart's $5. Barry should change the timeline, and Bruce's parents never die, and he lives a normal life.
People would be pissed off about that.
You
erase Batman.
That he doesn't become Batman, and he's just the interesting H Bart.
Hey, how many of you guys think that Michael Keaton's going to be like the mainline DC?
I think he's going to be Thomas Wayne.
What?
He probably
is Bruce Wayne.
I think he's going to be Thomas Wayne.
You know what's funny about the Thomas Wayne thing? You know, when Jeffrey Dean Morgan first, announced that Michael Keaton was going to be in the movie, he said that he took his role.
Yes.
He said he took my role. Now, you know, we've also heard that Tim Burton is not he's not involved with this movie like whatsoever. So, I don't know. Who knows at this point?
I think he's gonna be Thomas Wayne, and they're just like messing. They're trying to like freak us out about this shit. But I think it's gonna be Thomas Wayne because it's a multiverse Flashpoint movie.
I think that's also why Billy Crudup is not in this movie too, and why he's probably going to come back if that has him.
Wasn't like time constraints or something like that. Like
there's a lot of reasons
when
they
did
scheduling conflicts for Billy Crudup.
Doing other stuff.
Flashpoint, right? It was different then. It was a timeline movie.
I'm sure Billy Crudup was so busy he couldn't be in the Flash movie.
He's going to another universe.
Wait, what? Did you say Skywalker?
I said I'm sure that Billy Crudup was so super busy he couldn't be in the Flash.
Yeah,
movie.
he was doing the morning show for Apple TV Plus on season 2 or 3.
Yeah,
he's like a main role.
This user really, what the hell is this? Hot chicks with sweet honey mustard chicken pies. Yo, okay.
Honey mustard chicken. Oh,
my bad. That's my fake account. I'm just kidding.
You dirty dog.
That's RJ's account.
Oh, RJ, are you still there, bro?
No, it's not my account. I would not have something like that. No.
No, I didn't say is that you? I said, are you still there?
That's how we know it wasn't.
Oh, we just caught you, RJ.
Oh no, because Krypton made the comments. I was just wondering.
Oh, does Rhea want to get in here?
Joking, RJ. I'm joking.
No, I know it's a joke.
Okay. Well, I don't know where to go now.
If Ben Affleck quit, why is he back? I don't understand. Like,
what's that, Skywalker?
No, that comment just said that Ben Affleck quit. I'm like, if he quit, then why is he back? Like, why did he come back and shoot more scenes for Zach? Why is he in the Flash movie? Why might he be in the Batman movie? Like, I don't understand. How?
Well,
like, I don't.
Well, again, I'm just going off of what he said, kind of, right?
And didn't Ezra Miller laugh at that too? When they said that he was going to be Batman one last time, didn't the star of the Flash movie laugh at that?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I gotta wait and see the movie because I don't know what's going on. I'm only making an assumption.
Yes, he is laughing at that.
Would it be safe to say that the star of the Flash movie might know what's going on?
You know the truth, Enosh. You talked to him already.
No, I mean, like I said, I gotta wait and see the movie. I obviously don't know. I can only speculate on what I have.
Of everything.
I mean, we're not gonna have two Batman in the DCU.
That Enoch is absolutely adorable.
I agree.
The back room's open now for people to pop in and out. We have 2 slots.
Yeah. I will.
I'll pop out. I gotta go jump in the shower. For some reason, you scream every time I try to jump in the shower.
Can you enlarge Enosh's screen real quick? I want to see his puppy.
This is my new co-host.
Oh my goodness! I love the tooth. I love the
Enosh, what's its name?
His name is Rocky.
Isn't that your grandma's dog
so cute.
that you adopted?
This was my grandma's dog.
What the hell?
And he's a fighter. He don't give up. He don't quit. He's 9 years
Ray,
old.
it'll be one moment. Someone's
9 years old. He's a little Shih Tzu, and sometimes he is. Huh, buddy? Yeah, he's tired.
So
He's tired.
Adorable. He's yawning. Oh.
So he's like he heard the dogs were welcome on here and that they make appearances on this show all the time and like so he's very soft spoken. So but he wanted he's an on-air personality.
Well, Skywalker, you might want to stay with Rhea's coming in. So
hey, but I love Rhea much.
My parents' dog and about 24 hours. So I'm very excited about that. So that's making me excited. Years.
Much love to Rhea. Hey, Skywalker, let's talk, man. Because like I'd be happy to talk to you about some stuff going further.
Did you watch
what Krypton?
Star Trek?
I have not watched Picard yet. Yeah, I'm debating on whether to stream tonight because of that. Because I want to see if I want to.
Both episodes are like
this.
All right, we have to keep it rolling because
so I gotta go. All right, guys, we'll see y'all later. All right, bye.
Take care and be well.
Okay.
Hey, Rhea's here.
Rhea.
How's it going, Rhea?
Good.
Pretty good. I just finished a stream with Dean TV, Joe from Real Shift, and Devin from The Old Nerdcast. We talked about the 1992 movie Free Jack, starring Emilio Estevez and Mick Jagger.
Oh wow!
You talked about Mick Jagger?
What movie was that?
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
You talked about Mick Jagger. Okay.
Oh, it was a 1992 action sci-fi thriller called Free Jack.
I remember Free Jack.
Oh,
I never
remember Free Jack.
I never heard of that.
Neither have I before I watched it.
So
I thought only someone like the Red Hot Chili Peppers ever started movies. So
someone link Skywalker's channel, please, because he's past 100 subs, and we're including him more movie talk. Skywalker, do you have heat to throw besides just DC talk? You cover other stuff?
I got heat for everything. But
all right.
I want to say thank you. You were the first person that reached out after I reached 100 subs. Thank you, sir. Much respect to you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We're going to work together in the future. Yeah, we are. Hopefully.
Yeah, congrats, man. Put his link on the private chat.
No, like seriously, like, he's on that grind. He's making good content and good for him, man.
But you have insights on Marvel and stuff too. You got
I got heat for whatever. I just love
that's what we want to hear. Yeah, that's what we want to hear.
What do you guys think about? What do you guys?
So we'll be in touch, Skywalker, too.
Absolutely. Yo, it's been a pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Much love to you, Rhea. I'm so glad that you showed up at the end. You know I love you. Hey, the rest of you guys, to salute Krypton's core. You know what I'm saying? We did the woot. Hey, all y'all, love you guys. Catch you next time.
All right, thank you.
See you, dude.
Or we'll bring Layla back in because Layla's been waiting.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Whoa, I got. What's
So,
good?
Ray, what we've been talking about is RJ brought up news about they're going to give the executives at WB this 2-year period to prove themselves. But then you heard about the movies being delayed.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like there's a lot of new money coming in for new projects. They really got to execute on what they have already. But it also kind of gives a little credence to the critics that say their jobs aren't safe. You know, they have to prove them. So they're not gonna get a lot of the way they were going. They would have had to have new projects announced, new money for new superhero films. It's just not. They really got to prove themselves with this Flash film. Any thoughts on this recent development? On what they're doing, and what do you think? Speculate might happen.
Yeah, pretty much like echoing a lot of what other people have already mentioned. Like, I feel like a lot of the pushbacks were because of poor test screenings and necessary reshoots, if not like, needing to shoot additional footage. As far as I know, like The Rock wrapped up his scenes like way in the past, months ago. So I'm wondering if like they're going to even be able to with his schedule. I'm assuming like being like unavailable to do reshoots, if they're going to lean more on packing the movie with supplemental scenes from auxiliary characters that they're introducing in this movie. And then with the Flash movie, I think we know the least about what the direction of the story and where the placement in the sequence of events is going to be for that movie as well. So I feel like with all this, all these like big names like Black Adam and Flash still, being up in the air as far as like production and needing to shoot additional footage, that the Shazam movie might, kind of be like that sacrificial lamb that I think I mentioned yesterday on your show that, it's projected to earn the least just based off of like what it earned for its previous movie. And it'll serve as kind of sort of like a refresher as far as where we're at in the timeline in order to set us up for the Flash and Black Adam.
Okay, cool. Matt Jarbo has entered the building.
Yes.
What's your thoughts on everything here?
I'm noticing a lot of goalpost moving. I'm noticing a lot of coping. I'm noticing a lot of crying. I understand that me being here is a very impressive feat for all of you, and you should all feel very.
God damn it!
No. Look, I'll tell you this. Look, okay, it's like reading that discovery or that article today about everything. It's kicked off that hornet's nest of people that really live in this fantasy world. They live in this dream world, and they need to wake the fuck up. And I think that quote from Zach, it kind of now applies to them pretty honestly, pretty frequently. Especially Skywalker. Skywalker is like, he said this thing, the synergy thing. I'm like, I've never heard that before. Like, I'm very curious. Maybe I don't know a lot about mergers. Let me go and look this up. Let me go and figure out what this means, because I'm a data-driven individual. I like to know facts, right? And so I looked it up, and I found the article, and he's talking about it. But then again, okay, fine, cool. Let me dig a little deeper. So let me quote to you what a revenue synergy is.
Okay.
Revenue synergy is when, as a result of an acquisition, the combined company is able to generate more sales than the two companies would be able to do separately. What part of that is they have $3 billion to cancel contracts?
I don't know. I'm not sure his point on that either.
He repeated it. Like, he repeated it. He heard it somewhere. Either he's hearing it from someone in LA, which he lives, and people talk in LA, or he's hearing about it from someone over there, with the Eternal L from this last weekend. I don't know. All I know is he's saying things that aren't true. And
it's funny how you come in after he leaves.
My kid got injured, dude. I was gonna come in. My kid was running and she tripped. I'm sorry. Hold on. What beer are you on today? Which one are we on right now? Are you just like, how trashed are you? You can't comprehend things.
Hilarious.
Clink some bottles together, buddy. Warriors, come out and play.
We all know.
All of a sudden, you come in when he leaves.
Krypton.
Dude, I literally just got here. I was taking care of my kid who got injured. You ignorant asshole.
Hold on.
Okay, calm down. We have people on the panel that don't.
There's been like 15 people trying to join this conversation. I don't think it's fair to attack Charlie.
I was here before.
I just got back and everybody.
Yeah, but the important people are here now, Krypton. So feel free to f off. Like, you know, go. Throw some shade.
I'm gonna start removing.
It's hilarious.
Throw some bottles while you're at it. Molotov that shit up.
Guys, calm
please,
just down.
Break it up, please.
I'm gonna start removing people. 30 seconds. I'm serious. Matt, Kryptons. Do not start effing at each other. This is
I'm
not.
fine. I'm good. I'm good. Okay,
Everyone needs to count the
Now,
days. Come on.
Thank you so much. We have people on here that don't want drama, that just want to talk movies. Okay.
Okay, I'm fine.
So it's not fair to everyone else.
Yeah, exactly. And I would really appreciate if Eddie didn't interrupt everybody as always.
Yes.
Thank you, Eddie.
You're the problem. You are the problem.
He thinks I'm kidding. And not even a joke.
Oh.
All right, you gonna behave, Kryptons? All right, God.
Yeah, of course. I always behave.
Are we gonna spank him or what?
All right. Now, Matt, to respond to you, that synergy comment, I wasn't 100% behind, but I do think that this article, for your criticism, is that everyone's safe. I
don't think everyone is. I haven't said everyone is safe.
Well,
but
they're
I
not
think
going in. You've said Emmerich.
I've said that Emmerich and Hamada I don't see going anywhere for a while.
That article does not.
Sarnoff. Sarnoff, last one hired, first one fired.
Yeah.
You know, the biggest one about that was Keelar. I thought Keelar was going to get yeeted day one.
Well, they didn't mention Keelar in this one.
Keelar was in another.
Keelar was mentioned a little bit. They said that he's still. Yeah, they did mention him.
Well, this article, although I would say, Matt, is not really backing up your opinion. Because they're not safe, but it doesn't back up the opposite side that they're going to go.
But a lot of people, again, here's the thing, man, is when it comes to this stuff, Zaslav is a hands-on guy. That's what they've been saying. That's what the reports have been saying. Right. And so obviously he's going to want to be directly involved. But what that generally means too, if you don't have experience if you don't have theatrical experience, you're not going to want to shake it up too much. Because that's going to be, unless he starts talking about bringing in people who are, from like other companies, right? But we don't know if anyone's going to want to jump ship over because Warner Brothers is such a mess. How many mergers in how many years?
Here's my thoughts. Even if they are going to be replaced, their contracts are not going to be extended. It would be detrimental.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
Even if I didn't say they, even if they weren't, it would be. I'm saying if that scenario happens, that's what I'm saying, Matt. Let me finish.
Let
me finish my thought here.
Okay.
So even if they wouldn't, if that doesn't happen, it would not make sense to rip them from the projects they're actively working on. It would cost more money to bring new people in, to rework them, to micromanage these new projects, instead of let them finishing them and seeing if they're profitable and successful, and not in spreading them out over these next 2 years. They're spreading them out, making sure what they're doing is extremely profitable, and it would not make sense to just replace them right now. Either way, if they are replaced, if they're not, to rip them off these projects, bring in new people, and then have that shit show. It's not smart. It may even cost more money. Let them finish, see if they had a good vision, it executed, and it's good box office. Do you agree with that? Regardless of which way, if they're gone or if they're staying, it would not make sense to just rip them like day one. You're getting ripped off this project. This new person's taking over. Have them come in fresh, micromanage it, and still make it profitable. Well, it would be something similar to what happened with the last merger. Zack Snyder was taking away, have someone else come in, put in all this extra money, and this is what Lucasfilm did too with Solo. It does not to micromanage something and take it over and then change course on a project that's already rolling is extremely expensive and extremely risky and unlikely to be successful with doing that. So just let them finish what they were doing already. It's too costly, is my point of view.
Well, I think again, if you look at their strategy and the strategy that Zaslav is going to most likely, again, my opinion, be approaching, is all about HBO Max. And that's why I think Keelar not being let go day one is interesting, because that's been the rough speculation since the merger was announced.
The same with Sarnoff, which is what was interesting.
Well, no one's ever talked. Hold on, no one's ever talked about Sarnoff. Like literally, like it was always just like it's Keelar.
It was mentioned in like one article that they
but I mean, but in this,
yeah.
Hold on, all right. Like in this particular instance, Keelar is the one who made the choice for day and date. Keelar is the one who upset everybody. Keelar is the one who's had a target on his back. And he's the one who I have said is going to eventually be proven right in his strategy, because he is right. And ultimately, because again, we're talking about what's right for the company, what's not right for theaters. Okay, it's part of the business, but we have to think to the future. And as cable television is starting to die, as linear television is starting to die, and it's been on a downward spiral for well over a decade if you've been paying attention, the future is streaming. We know it. We talk about it all the time. And that is going to start removing content that could have gone to theaters. You know, and the thing with that is, and this is something I would just like to pose as a general thought, experiment for you all, not right now, but later on tonight. How many of these movies are you upset aren't going to theaters would you actually have gone and seen in theaters? This is a question.
I would have seen all of them in theaters.
I believe you would. Yeah.
We know for sure they're not going to theaters.
But what I just mean, it's a thought experiment for down the road, because look at everything that's come out in recent months, or recent 2 years. How many things have you actually gone and seen? Mm-hmm. And again, that's a personal answer. Just give that a thought, because a lot of this stuff,
that's a question. And I really think if you are going to ask people this, I really think.
But Justin, it's a thought experiment for just how you gauge the situation. It wasn't an overall. It was part of a long explanation. Okay. That's all it is. Like, it's a good convo, and I would love to have it, but it's just something to ruminate on in the moment. What I'm referring to.
Okay, because that's a good conversation to be had.
Why are we listening to him?
Krypton, he's allowed to talk.
Because I was asked a question and I'm giving an answer.
I'm asking a question. Why am we listening?
Then leave. I don't know.
Why do you want me to leave?
Dude, actually, you know what I want you to do, Krypton? I want you to take all those empty bottles and ship them to Ukraine for Molotovs, because they could really use that right now. Be a hero. Be the hero Ukrainian needs.
Okay.
Because I have a different.
It's just opinions. I
mean, because I want different opinions. That's why you're here too.
I gotta leave because I have a different.
No, I just want you to shut the fuck up because I'm talking.
I know.
I listen to you. I know it's hard to tell. The alcohol makes the brain not respond. It becomes an issue.
No. You're fucking a loser. Don't shame anybody.
Yeah.
I'm just here talking about Batman.
Matt too.
I'm here for Batman too.
Matt, I appreciate you stopping by, but let's get to.
I just want to talk.
This ain't my fault, but hey, listen, I get it. I'm the villain. Let's call it what it is.
You're always the villain. You're racist.
Man, I thought I was.
There we go. There we go.
Hey,
that's what he's wanted to say. No, let him say it. Let him say it. Look, I have a checkered past with some of that shit. Obviously, that's not who I am as a fucking person.
Hey, come back next time. No,
y'all need to learn how to fucking respect Max.
Yeah,
like, come on.
That's why I don't.
It's embarrassing.
On my own channel.
Now, and honestly, Matt, I mean, I wanted to get your thought experiment, and then if you want to,
all I'm saying is,
I know you have stuff to do too because I have other articles as well. So
I'm not here for the whole thing. All I'm saying is, when it comes to this particular situation,
I'm gonna get him copyrighted.
I don't know what the hell that is.
It's not me.
That's not
from Layla.
Oh, thank you, Layla.
Layla.
Oh, I didn't see.
You're gonna get me copyrighted, Layla.
The stream was already screwed.
Well, copyright
the Adam West fan base.
Oh my god!
This is why when I stream on my channel, there's no drama.
Heard like 30 F-bombs
anyway.
in the stream already.
Yeah, I found out you can say a lot of F-bombs and still get monetized. So
I don't swear.
You're missing out. It's a great time. It's like a oral orgasm.
I come from a sweary family.
Oh, okay. I can understand that.
We'll say your
Listen to me, Mr. Mundane, okay?
Oh my god! Oh god!
That's my old name. That's my old name. Hold on. She invoked it. She invoked it. Why did you say that name?
Why did you say that name?
Why?
Sorry.
Batman's. I'll pull out horny Batman. Give me a.
Oh, here we go. This is air for these streams. I'll
let you back on after Matt leaves. I'm not having this back and forth. So
there we go.
Matt's probably going to do a stream later.
I am, and he's more than welcome to come on and be berated over there too.
He won't join. It's all right. He won't join.
I just don't want this. I don't want this back and forth. Okay, Jarbo, if you have some thought experiments you want to leave,
I came to talk about Batman.
Well,
same here.
I'm Batman.
I just want to speak about
No,
Batman.
I'm just saying, in regards to theaters, in regards to what's going on, Zaslav is going to look at what is going to work well, and I think you can tell Warner Brothers right now is trying to showcase that the idea, and this I believe was Keelar's idea, of having your AAA content, right, your top tier movies in theaters, and then having ancillary content run on HBO Max. Peacemaker, The Penguin, the Arkham series, that rumored Sisters of Dune show. That's what they're going to be focusing on. So I would say that maybe, if anything, maybe we'll get lucky, and every Black Adam will get a show. The Flash will get a side show. Although I think Batgirl is more kind of tied into that. But maybe Shazam will get something. And I think that's what they want to build up. And that's, in my opinion, based on the streaming wars and everything else, that's probably for the best way to try to make more money in the box office, because they're going to have to turn the box office movies, these theatrical releases, into events. That's how they're going to make their money, because the average day of like Shazam going against Avatar is like they're setting it up to fail. But they know that 45 days later it will be on HBO Max, and guess what? People are going to watch it.
It's a different kind of movie than Avatar too. It's still an event movie, but super.
Let's be honest.
I feel like the Avatar hype has already died down.
It's not. Trust me. I went off on a full thing about this last night. Like Avatar 2. Don't even step on. Don't skip on it.
Man, y'all sleeping on Avatar, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
First movie.
I feel like sometimes I just wonder if you guys are talking about the Blue People movie.
We're talking about the big kitty people.
And I know you guys are talking about Blue People, but like,
yes,
it's hard when two movies.
I don't know. I think there's too many. I think too many anime fans get the two confused. But the general audience, when you say Avatar, they're not like, oh, The Last Airbender. They're like, no, big blue kitty people. Like that's what they are. Like people get that. Again, here's all I'll say about Avatar. It lost out its top spot to Endgame, which makes sense because Endgame is a great film and a culmination of 10 years of storytelling. And then they re-released it in China, and then China was all like, hey guys, big blue kitty people, and they brought it back up over the top. And that's what's going to happen again. There's going to be hype for Avatar. You guys can mock me all you want over it. It's fine, but I'll be proven right in the end.
Who gives a crap about Avatar, Jarvo?
I do.
Dude, a lot of people. The highest grossing film of all time.
Avatar.
Like, are you serious? The highest grossing film of all time. It's had many movies make a shot for the crown, and only one
special effects.
The only James Cameron movies I like are Terminator.
Things for its time, okay? It was great.
Yeah, there was a few. It was Jaws, then it was E.T., then Jurassic Park, and then fucking Titanic. That movie.
H parts.
Let's go, Jack.
No pretzels. Icy. Yes. I'm sorry.
Whoa, hold up. You're trying to gatekeep the pretzels again?
No. I apologize, H parts. I misread your comment. No, I will get your one icy. Oh wait, did I say ice?
Max is gonna go broke trying to pay people to go see Avatar.
Okay, what was that?
He's gonna personally pay for like everyone to go see it.
In all honesty, how many people it's like everyone forgot how successful that first Avatar was.
Okay, Layla, why are you playing Batman music?
All right then.
Okay, can I just say that the only James Cameron movies I liked were the Terminator movies and True Lies.
Have you seen The Abyss?
I have not.
Oh, The Abyss is amazing.
I just love history.
Yeah, I like. Yeah. Anyway, all right, I'll dip out so the bar can reopen, and
okay.
You guys have what? I'm just saying. I'm telling you right now. Send those empty bottles to Ukraine. They really need them.
No. Kick them. You got to lay that out. Okay, thanks.
Okay, here she goes playing music again.
All right. Stop the music. Who's doing that?
Because I want to talk about Batman.
That's fucking Andrew.
No,
I am not doing a thing.
That is Layla. Layla, you can't be playing music on my streams. It's not cool.
I'm sorry. I was just playing like tiny cues.
Jesus
It
Christ,
doesn't matter. You're gonna get me copyrights.
Can we play
and
your
then I
theme?
won't be able to stream. The stream is cringe. Thank you. Okay. Now I had all these articles set up. This is a wild
I tried
ride.
going over some at the beginning when you weren't here for like an hour, but yeah, remember that when Max showed up to his own stream an hour late?
Yeah,
Wait,
I jumped into the middle of this and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And then
Fuck that racist piece of bullshit.
Oh no, Krypton!
Oh, come on,
Geez,
Krypton, be mature.
RJ,
shower.
RJ, let me handle it.
Max is giving you a platform, and you decide to treat him like shit
by insulting Jarbo.
You know what?
Well,
it's
I
not
know
worth it,
someone
guys.
kicks
Just
I have
like,
a question.
stop-
Is he the
stop
next
arguing?
Let
I don't know what the fuck
Let me
the
kick him if
beef
I need to.
is
I'm going to talk to him.
between you
Krypton.
two, but shut the fuck up about it.
When I bring you back on, do not say a bunch of
He's
obscenities
gonna do it.
If you do it, I haven't kicked you out personally, but I'm not blaming people who've done that. But Kryptons, you got to chill out when I bring you on, and this is your last
He's
chance.
gonna say it. Let's just wait for it.
Krypton,
I love you,
say,
Max.
Don't say.
So
listen,
I'm gonna say shit.
Don't you dare.
Okay, if you want to talk about movie
Don't mess
topics,
this up for us, dude.
You're making Matt Jarbo happy by carrying out. Just ignore him. Okay?
I will totally ignore him.
Don't feed the troll.
All right, now if you're here to talk about movie topics,
That isn't
you can stay.
real. He can't hurt
I
you.
will. I will.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Thank
move
you.
on.
Yes.
Matt
thank you.
isn't real. He can't hurt you.
Yes.
Listen, I would love to get. Listen, I've never had more people trying to get in the show tonight. Yes, like the stream, y'all.
Why is it
I want to also talk about our favorite.
I love all you guys.
I love you too.
I
Thanks.
love you too, man. I love you too.
What about me?
I love you.
Of course, bud.
Shout outs to my buddies.
I even love
Eddie,
RJ.
RJ.
And he doesn't think I love him though. I love
all
RJ.
you guys.
Maggie. The rest.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Wait, am I part of the Scooby Gang?
Yeah, Layla, you can be part of the
Scooby.
What about me?
Wait, which one am I? Am I Scrappy?
No, we already have.
No.
Can I be Johnny
Not
Bravo since
Scrappy.
he was in that?
Which one am I?
This is another reason that I think that the Flash was delayed because you just do not cut off Batman.
The Batman making money.
Look how much Batman is doing, even on a Tuesday. And
Well,
almost
it's
11
actually
million.
it's gonna cross I think probably 400 million by the end of this weekend. So we'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, so that's why I say you don't kill him off. But who knows if they're going to use Ben Affleck's Batman? I just say as a money man, if I'm in charge.
Hey, Max, you got a super chat.
Okay, let me see here.
Here's the thing.
Anthony,
Batman
Eltree,
is,
$2. Mod me, please.
Here's
Listen,
Batman
Anthony,
makes
I
probably use
appreciate
more
your
mods,
offering.
Max.
What's
Hey,
that?
You haven't
I think
modded
you could
me
use
yet.
more mods. To be honest.
I mean, it's getting mod crazy too. Mods want to block it. I'll think about it, Anthony. We're calm now. So I'll keep you in mind for next one. Yes, man, Isaac's a baller. Did you hear that shit? Please
one?
respect Max's stream.
Yeah, y'all gotta respect his name.
Woo!
I love you, Max.
Here's the thing.
Man, that's a
I'll never
baller right there, Isaac. Thank you. Props.
Here's the
Where's
thing. I'll
that
never
from you,
forget
Eddie?
anything.
You're just looking confused.
Eddie's the peaceful one.
Or did you freeze? I can't tell. Eddie.
Oh, shit.
Eddie.
Here's the thing. I'll never forget the day Max stood up for me.
Yes, I did.
I'll never forget the day I made
But
a
yes,
video on Max.
Where's
so
that
I guess
respect?
we're all.
Go ahead, Eddie.
No, I said at least we all agree that Snyderverse is over.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's talk about our favorite Batman.
Can we just talk about Batman now?
I'm just kidding.
Gosh, stop offending me, Eddie.
Okay.
I want to
I'm
talk
so
about
sorry.
Batman.
I didn't mean to offend you. I just wanted to say some words.
I am triggered.
I don't even know
more
if Max is
triggered.
gonna get. I don't even know if Max is gonna get to that article ranking the best Batman because
I'm bringing him now. Well, actually, the reason I
am
gave
okay, Hans. I'm
the
just scared.
Dark Knight Rises another.
I will
shot
play
today.
another copyrighted song and get the screen
Every time you
copyright.
say
You guys
Snyderverse,
don't pay
I
attention.
start crying.
Or what am I saying? Not Rhea.
Leia. Oh my God!
Layla,
You're getting
no.
your women mixed up. My God.
Now
You
that's
trying to
sexist.
rap, Max? What the hell?
Consistently do
Sexist.
copyrighted music.
I'm just kidding.
If I warn you, and even if you're nice about it, I'm not going to invite you back on the show. I'm sorry.
I'm joking mostly.
Well, no. See, what the?
Is it because you don't want women on it? You know?
I don't know what's going on.
I'm just kidding.
No, you're not kidding.
I don't even know what's going on either.
What the hell is this stream?
It's a
exactly. Like what the fuck? And there are nine people watching. That's very appropriate. But also, I'm very confused. Like, since when did RJ and Max make up? What the fuck?
This always happens.
Oh yeah, you missed out on so much, Justin. I don't even know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to get to the reason I wanted to
make up. Okay, cool. That's
awesome. The reason I wanted to get to this,
sexy and everything too.
The reason I wanted to get to this
is
I on my HBO Max subscription, I gave Dark Knight Rises another shot because I'm really in the Batman
I
mood
hate Dark Knight Rises.
And I'm sorry, Christian Bale. I thought I liked him. Man, is he effing cringe with the Bat voice?
Well,
where
are they?
In Bane?
Where are they? Rachel!
He has dropped on my favorite Batman. We really have.
I'm just saying, at least it's a filthy murder like Batfleck.
Hey, Ben Affleck's my favorite Batman.
What did I miss? What the heck happened?
You missed utter cringe.
You know, my Batman ain't a bitch.
One at a time,
Batfleck
please.
And Danson are tied for me.
My Batman's Michael Keaton.
One at a time. Okay, let's get to my man Isaac because he respects the Madman. He's like, show some respect to Max.
He didn't also cover the super chats.
What's that?
Eddie, I told you not to tell them that.
My bad, bro. I forgot. We're in this together with the bank balance.
Here's an idea. How about you go around and we all ask us who our favorite Batmen are?
Okay.
Thank you, Layla.
Let's do that.
That's what I was trying to do.
You got 69
Isaac
viewers
goes first. Okay. Say it again. 69. Go ahead.
69. Nice.
All right, Isaac. What's your favorite Batman, or how do you feel about Christian Bale? Because I went back and I was like, man, this is. I honestly think it's more cringe than this. Honestly.
How dare you? Don't you diss horny Batman, you bastard.
No, Isaac, go ahead. What's your thoughts on the Christian Bale Batman? Now that you've seen the Batman, what's your rate? What's your rank? Top 3.
So my top 3, Christian Bale is number 3. I like Michael Keaton's a lot. Val Kilmer, I like his Bruce Wayne more than his Batman. Not a fan of George Clooney. But my number 2 favorite Batman's Pattinson, and then number 1 is Ben Affleck. Because my Batman ain't a bitch.
Well, my rank is
I gotta say that, Brady.
Are we just gonna ignore Adam West?
I've never seen any.
No,
of the
he's
Adam
on
West
there.
stuff.
Is he
That was the first
just
Batman
for
I watched.
nostalgia value?
My ranking's different.
But my favorite Batman is Ben Affleck, specifically in BBS.
All right, Eddie.
This is my ranking right here.
Yeah, Eddie, bring on the heat.
Are you talking to me? I think my first.
No, the
one
other Eddie.
Oh, never mind then.
Oh yes, you Eddie.
I'm Eddie now.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Eddie.
So,
Go ahead.
no, I thought somebody changed their name to Eddie. That's why I waited. But no, mine's Robert because I think he's the definitive Batman in my opinion. He's like the most Batman
disagree.
to me. We can agree to disagree.
Well, Andrew, let him finish before you interrupt, man.
But no, it's Robert. Then second, I'll give it to this filthy murder, Ben Affleck. When it comes to his Batman.
Every Batman kills, by the way.
Yeah, sure they do.
He's not wrong.
But my third one would be Bale, and I don't care about the rest.
Okay, Justin, what's your favorite Batman, man?
Adam West.
Well, what's your next favorite? Do top 3. Do top 3.
Adam West, and that's it. That's my top 3.
Okay, all right. Short list.
Sure,
RJ. RJ, after seeing the Batman,
I don't really know who else to really compare.
Michael Keaton,
Adam West,
the King.
he was so how should I even say this? He was very much he embodied everything that anybody could have possibly wanted with Batman.
I disagree.
No, well, fuck you.
Okay. Justin,
okay.
but honestly, listen, I have to do something here. I want everyone to be involved in the panel. When we have big panels here, some of you younger people need to wait your turn, please, because this is the only way this thing works. I know it's hard.
I have been waiting.
But okay, I will get to you, Layla. I will get to you.
I've been waiting 15 years.
Yeah, screw you, young people. I hate you.
So, Justin, do you have anything else to add?
Christian Bale overrated, and the one thing that I'll say is that even though it has nothing to do with Batman, Heath Ledger was overrated as the Joker. So that's what I'll say. But it has nothing to do with Batman. Joaquin is the best Joker of all time.
I disagree. It's Jack Nicholson.
Andrew,
Jack Nicholson can suck Joaquin's dick. Okay, moving on. But that's okay. That's okay. You disagree, and
Isaac,
that's
other
fun.
younglings can
That's
me too.
great. That's great.
What?
It's all about just having fun. And I'm if you don't like Adam West, that's fine too. You think he's cheesy, cool. I think he embodied everything about Batman that was amazing, kind of like Christopher Reeve embodied everything that was great about Superman. So, but that's just my opinion, and I would love to hear everyone else's.
All right, RJ, and then we're going to have some other movie topics. We'll go rapid fire after this ranking.
Hey, what about the rest of us?
Listen.
Oh wait, sorry, never mind.
No, at the bottom of the screen. I'm going in order. I'm going in order.
Sorry,
RJ. God,
it's okay.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. It's fine. For me, what I would say is that personally speaking, for me, what I would probably rank is I would go Pattinson first, and then Christian Bale as my top two. I just I don't really feel like elaborating because I'm tired. So there you go.
What about Ben Affleck? Where is Ben Affleck there? Is he closer to that, or
it's not in his list?
He's not in the top two. I mean, no, but not seriously.
Then?
I would go Pattinson, Bale, Affleck, Keaton, top four.
Okay, cool. All right, horny Batman. And then we'll get to Layla. Layla, believe me, you're next after this. Horny Batman, go ahead.
Wow.
Top three.
Okay, so
I would say Bale number one, Pattinson two, and then of course Affleck. I'll make you happy, Max. I'll put Affleck third. It's okay.
Okay. All right, Layla.
I'm gonna go with one that isn't even on that pictures. My personal favorite Batman is Kevin Conroy.
Okay.
Cool. Yep. Okay.
And then the other two are Pats and Ben Affleck. They're my favorite. They're now my favorite live action Batman. Mask of the Phantom's my personal favorite Batman. Was my personal favorite Batman movie for years. And Mark Hamill's the best Joker.
All right.
He's the greatest Joker ever, and I will stand by that. It isn't just because my favorite Star Wars. I grew up with the animated series. I grew up watching it on Netflix.
Layla got a dub with that one. Kevin Conroy.
Yeah, that was
the
nice.
goated Batman.
Layla.
I would, even though I love Conroy.
They need to include him in the talk of Batman.
He didn't like Conroy and Hamill are pretty much like
they gotta
and also I kind of find the Nolan trilogy to be kind of a little bit overrated.
Well, I tried rewatching it was hard. I haven't finished it.
Thank you.
The fact that they basically Robin got replaced with an OC was just like that, and I feel like Rachel doesn't really have much of a reason to exist other than just to get killed off. They could just use a Julie Madison or Andrea Beaumont or something. I feel like no one's never actually read an actual comic
Layla,
book.
you need a whole show for all your takes. Good job. So I'm trying to get down the line. Andrew, you're next.
Yeah.
All right.
Christopher Nolan made the most overrated.
My number one.
I like the movies. They're just kind of overrated.
Okay,
yes.
Thank
you, Layla. We would get along very well.
Okay. All right. In my opinion, there's only one live action actor that embodies Batman, and that's Michael freaking Keaton. I think that dude still considers himself Batman to this day. That's my Michael Keaton is number 1, and my number 2 is Affleck. Number 3, I'm gonna say Bale only because in Batman Begins I thought he was great in that one. And my 4 is Pattinson, but definitely go with Kevin Conroy. But my number 1 is Michael Keaton.
Cool, nice one. Scooby Doo, where are you?
My number 1 is your mom. My number 2 is your dad. My number 3 is your sister.
Bro,
They don't make
show
good
some love to
Batman.
the
They don't make good
stepsister,
Batman.
dude. What about the stepsister, bro?
What about his cousin?
Stepsister's number 4.
Bro, are you serious right now?
Yes.
Bro, go
All right.
get Franco'd. I'm tired of that.
Oh, what the hell, Jimbo?
Go get Franco'd.
No, don't say that.
Yes, I will. I will glad.
Krypton's your top 3 Batman. Did you fall asleep, man? Krypton's, are you there?
I think he
You ain't
passed
kinda
out.
I think he passed out.
I think he had too much time.
He took a drunk nap.
All right.
Yeah, he took a big old drunk.
Now, what does
Wait,
it?
is he here?
I'm gonna let RJ. I'm gonna let RJ predict my top 3 before I give it. RJ, predict what I'm gonna say.
Oh, we're doing the top 3 what now?
Oh, you asked me to predict?
What I'm gonna pick, yeah.
Affleck, Pattinson, Keaton.
Pattinson, number 1.
Ooh.
You just did that because I predicted.
No. Listen. If Affleck had a whole movie, if I had a whole movie like on the level of the Batman where he got to explore his character, potentially could be my number 1. But god damn it, Isaac, those 69 viewers.
Let's go.
I definitely agree.
The number
with
96.
I definitely agree
But
with
as a movie, I just love Pattinson. And yeah, he's learning to become Bruce Wayne. That's part of the whole story arc. Then I would say
You and your music, Layla.
That was using my mouth.
Affleck, because I put Affleck over Christian Bale. Layla.
Sorry.
All right. Then I would put Affleck second, because even though he hasn't had a whole movie to to just be Batman, he's been with the League and been with Superman. There's just something really special there. And then I would pick 3. It's hard. I'm torn between Keaton and Bale. I think I have to revisit it. Until I revisit it, I would put Bale over Keaton. But I might switch that. I might switch that based on, I have to rewatch the first 2 Batman. I haven't watched them in a while, But rewatching Dark Knight Rises was painful. Watching Christian Bale with that voice, it was really painful. Maybe it's the worst. I mean, that's his worst outing as Batman. I think we could all agree there. So I'll have to rewatch the other 2. But right now,
better as Birdman.
After reconsideration, I have my top 3. It's Jimbo, then Rhea, then I guess Hans. That's my top 3.
Batman's.
Top 3 Batman.
Critique I have
I thought we were just talking about top 3.
Jimbei.
Jimbei, yes, Jimbei. I'm sorry.
Oh, and then I do have.
Hey, Max.
Yes.
Hold on a second. I put an image in a chat. I feel like this is basically you and me, our dynamic. This is like our dynamic.
Yes, I agree, Layla.
That's me and Max.
Just like show it to everyone.
That's what she said.
What the hell?
Yes,
this is our dynamic.
Yes, I'm on the left, and there's Layla on the right.
You can just imagine how annoyed Max is when I actually stream.
Yes, I think that's accurate, Layla. Good job. All right. Now I do have some other articles we could go rapid fire real quick. Oh, did RJ leave? Oh no, he's the dumpster fire. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm gonna dip. I need to go make some food and shower real quick.
What the fuck?
I'm hungry.
This is why Max doesn't have children. Maybe.
But I was your child.
Hey, I'm gonna be like. Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna make that joke. I'm just gonna leave.
Eddie, God damn it, Eddie! All these children. That's it. Eddie's leaving. Bye. Eddie, stop that. Eddie. I am a chubby Thor. I'm not a fat bastard.
I'm the only one of you guys that's an actual kid.
I'm 22.
Wait, you're a child?
All right. Well, I wanted to.
That's where I leave.
I don't like this conversation.
Yeah.
Look, I didn't touch anyone anyway. That's what you're trying to assume.
What?
All right.
What? Did anyone see this Metal Lords? We're not going to watch the trailer, but I'm really looking forward to this.
I haven't seen it.
Young
Isn't that one of the guys that did Game of Thrones?
Yeah. I think it's great. I'm really looking forward to it. Okay. Let me see what else I had here. The Adam Project is coming out soon.
I think I heard about that.
Here's a thing we could bring up real quick, and then we'll go around. It's almost 3 hours. We're gonna stop soon. Oh wait, now who left?
That was me, my bad.
Everyone left. What the hell?
What the fuck?
I hope it wasn't because of my joke.
Max, what were you doing with Jeremy?
I don't know. I was kicked out.
Max, is that a real photo? What were you both doing together?
It's not a real photo, Layla.
I know, I was just exaggerating.
What the hell happened? I was looking at articles and everyone left.
Come on, let's go. Let's pump it up. Y'all share the link. Let's get 420 views and 69 likes.
I don't know if that's because of what I said or something else. I'm not sure.
What'd you say?
I'm not gonna say it again.
I missed what you said. God damn it, Eddie.
I missed it too.
Don't
let's just say it's probably it's 50-50 on it. If it's what I said or they just got tired.
All right. Oh my God.
RJ
left.
Bye.
I guess you got to. Someone must have dropped a dime.
I have no context.
We thought you passed out, Kryptons.
I didn't pass out.
Okay.
Where'd you go?
The way you
No,
said
you guys
that's hilarious, bro. I didn't pass out.
Affleck.
Oh, he's on the last topic.
Yeah, Affleck, Pattinson, and Keaton. That's my,
Yeah, I have Keaton as
Top
number
3.
1, just like Jack Nicholson is my Joker.
All right. Okay. Here we go. This is Obi-Wan Kenobi Darth Vader first image released.
Oh, I saw that image.
All right, spoilers.
Oh, that
Pretty
looks badass. That
it
was
just
badass.
looked like Empire Vader,
Oh yeah, we talked about that earlier. Oh wait, Max.
Oh, there you
He
are.
wasn't
RJ.
here.
Okay.
I'm proving quite popular with the chat.
Well, there's one other thing we can watch here. Let's watch this. This is we'll end on the camper Campia. No, we're gonna end soon, RJ. You had to leave to get some water. Yeah, keep hydrated.
It's not MME Live if we don't react to Campy or Grace's videos.
Well, I want to do that more often. So let's end on that. Let's be the last thing we're doing. We'll react to camper. All right.
You predators.
Oh, I saw this already.
19.
Oh, not this.
The main character is gonna be Native American.
There is
That's all I
a
know.
IP in the world of movies, a franchise that elicits great smiles and memories,
John
and also great sadness and disappointment at the same time, and that would be Predator. Because you think of Predator,
he's not wrong.
All I can see in my head,
Chris Hansen,
is the tobacco chewing face of one Jesse the Body Ventura saying, "I ain't got time to bleed."
I see more Arnold Schwarzenegger.
All sorts of goodness in Predator, right? But then you think about Predator, and you also think of the most recent, really disappointing offering from Shane Black, a filmmaker I love very, very much. Yep. And I was excited about
I didn't like that movie. I liked the one before that with what's his name? Predators. But I'm
that Predator. Not so much. I think it's safe to say Predator has never been able to get back to the glory of the first film, but they keep trying. God bless them, they keep trying. And then there was the one with the guy who started as the pianist.
Yeah, Predators.
Yeah, Predators.
That
one
came
where
from Robert
the alien
Rodriguez's
world,
boys.
right?
Yeah.
That one was actually pretty good.
Pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah, I dug that one. I mean, nowhere near as much as the first one, but I love that one. Now, we've heard that there is another Predator movie coming, and we've known about this. It was going to be set sometime in the past. Now, though, we know officially when it's happening. The new Predator movie is going to be taking place in the year 1719. Now, this comes to us from the
interesting. Now, the director is Dan Trachtenberg. I've been a fan from him. He's actually the OG. He's one of the OG movie talk pundits, not Campia. He was in the game before Campia was in the game.
Who did you say?
The only
Dan Trachtenberg, the Totally Rad show. Does anyone know that show?
No.
I know.
Do you know
only
Isaac?
Predator movie I seen was the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, the first one.
Well, I like that
Not
they're
the gay
doing a
one.
different. They're doing something different with Predator, because I think in some of the other movies they've alluded that they've been on Earth for a while, or they were visiting Earth for a while at least, Yes. Wait, T.W. McKay, what do you mean? Is directing Prey? He's directing Predator. And I trust in him. He did that Cloverfield spinoff that was really good. The one that was good. So I'm happy about this. I'm very excited that Trachtenberg. I think Trachtenberg is one of the ones to look out for the future movies. Although he's had a slow career since he's transitioned from movie pundit to director. He's done a few things, but he's not. This might get him there. If he can make a big splash with Predator, do something interesting, intriguing, and get it back on track, he's going to be a go-to man. He's going to be one to look out for.
Folks over at Joe Blow, we're quoting the head from Fox who said this: in order to meet the volume that we are looking at, which is by 2023, having 10 plus movies just for Hulu, they're saying just for streaming,
Sorry,
but I
I
believe
went
Fox
out
is
to get a
dedicated to
drink.
making 10 dedicated movies a year
I was
for
not,
Hulu
Anthony.
or
I
one of the
seen-
other
I seen
streaming
the first
platforms
movie.
they have. It's going to be a combination of originals in those genres: comedy, thriller, young adult, horror, and coolest of all for fans, we get to find.
Oh, I didn't know it was titled Prey. I'm sorry, RJ. This will be easier if you're still here.
And bold takes on beloved Fox properties. You can take big creative swings, which you'll see with
Okay, I
Prey.
get it.
That's the name of the new Predator movie. We talked about this before. Prey, which will launch this summer. A Predator movie set in the Great Plains in 1719 by Dan Trachtenberg, who I'm convinced I'm mispronouncing his name. That's what this movie allows us to do. Now, before they had already said that kind of an idea about this movie is Naru, a skilled female warrior who fiercely protects her tribe against a highly evolved alien predator. So you're going back to that. Now, this, in some ways, this isn't brand new news. We knew this one was going to be taking place sometime in the past. We knew it was going to be taking place with the Native American tribe and stuff like that. But now we know the specific date. Frank, I heard 300 years before. I still didn't think they were going to go that far back. And I am torn about this.
Now, I didn't watch this ahead
part
of
of me
time.
on one hand thinks cool new Predator. Also, part of me thinks cool putting a Predator in an environment we haven't really seen done before. Other than Predators that took place on another planet, it's always generally been.
But even that was like
contemporary.
another planet's jungle.
Yeah, but still, it's just another jungle, right? So this is going to be a completely different context for a Predator movie, and I appreciate they're doing that. I do. I think that cool. Take a swing. However, taking on a Predator was nearly impossible with modern weaponry.
Yes, and this. I know where he's going. Yes, it was nearly impossible with modern weaponry. That means it's going to be even more intense with the weapons of 1719.
Even more scary.
Hey, I'm
Yes.
excited for this movie because of that.
Right, that makes it more intriguing, doesn't it, Isaac? Where
Oh,
things
hell
got
yeah.
stale, the tension is not what it. I mean, that's what made the OG Aliens and Predators so suspenseful. It was hard, and then you get more
And to have
weapons, you get
and
more.
to have like classic 80s super.
Yeah. But isn't that more intriguing to the panel, Eddie? What do you think? Is it going to be, is it going to raise the tension when you don't have the normal, current weaponry to combat these predators? And what kind of weapons are they going to have in some? I think they're still going to be high tech, right?
I mean, who are you talking about? The predators or the people?
Well, we know the people. If they people have to
Yeah.
battle them in 1719, they're not going to have the
No,
weapons.
yeah,
But
I know
I think the predators might. The predators still might have good technology then.
No, I agree that they probably
They're
do
only
have
gonna
that
have
same
like what,
technology.
muskets?
Yeah. The humans
They're gonna
probably
have,
had
like,
those
muskets, bows
cowboy
and
ass guns and shit
arrows.
like that, slow ass, firing range and stuff
Cannons.
like
They're gonna
that.
have cannons.
But no, I think the
Wait,
predators
wait,
will
wait,
still. I think the predators will still have that advanced technology. I'm pretty sure they were probably like that for a while. Like I said, it would be a cool environment to see. Obviously, back then at that time period, it's like we never seen it before. So obviously, we're not gonna see machine guns or anything, rocket launchers, any of that bull crap. that military style stuff every time we see them face off with people on Earth. So this would be a cool setting to see. Like I said, it's the humans definitely have a disadvantage when it comes to facing the predators. But I mean, if anything, the predators can have their own retro look to them too, because maybe that type of armor was different back then too. I don't know. It depends, but I'm interested I guess.
So we're going to go down the line. We'll get Justin, and then we have to get the super chat here from Bradley. Thank you so much, pal.
Hey.
I appreciate it, Bradley. With Alien being on Hulu as well, maybe we'll get some Alien versus Predator action down the line.
Try and get it right.
Nice, Bradley. I think that would be the smart thing to build up the universe, right?
Yeah, have a good series with Alien and Predator, and then get some Arnold action there.
Okay, Justin, you want Arnold to come back?
Yes, so he can take down Alien. You know what would be amazing?
Well, wait your turn.
Sigourney Weaver and Arnold Schwarzenegger teaming
up. That sounds so dope.
Yeah, teaming up so they can take down Alien and Predator.
I was actually going to say that
being the ultimate badasses. I mean, that would be so cool. I don't care how ridiculous it is for them to come back, because it's not ridiculous for Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Well, Layla, we'll get to you in a second. So
I mean, it could probably be an Alien and Predator hybrid or some crazy shit like that.
What's next? Rambo's going to randomly just show up, and then
I have that too.
So we're going down the line. So we'll go to Andrew next, then Layla. Andrew, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about 1719 Predator? What humans have technology-wise to combat these? Is this intriguing to you? What do you think?
Well, to be honest,
we can't hear you.
I said, to be honest, it didn't really catch my interest because, like I said, the only Predator movie I saw was the first one with Arnold. And to what Justin said, as much as I love Arnold, I don't think bringing him back is a good idea because it's in the past and he's old now.
Okay.
I didn't say, it didn't really catch my interest.
Zeno says Dutch.
Wait, that's a terrible reason for not wanting someone to come back because they're old.
He still has it. But no, listen, Andrew, to give you a little criticism though, but you want Toby and Keaton to come back, but not Arnold? That's not fair, man.
Because they're awesome.
Here's the thing,
I'm just kidding.
With the Spider-Man thing, he didn't look that old, and I respect it for that. And with Keaton,
seriously, none of them have aged. I mean, granted, slightly aged, but one thing I've pointed out was none of these people have aged.
They've aged a little bit, but I still want them to come back.
I know,
okay, okay, I'm wrong. Let's bring them back. I don't care anymore.
No. No, I was just listen, Andrew. You're not wrong. I'm just giving you a little criticism. That's all. Because you usually your takes are that you want Tobey Maguire. I apologize, Michael Keaton, and those are older actors. Not that Toby's real old, but
and you're not wrong because it's just your opinion.
Yeah,
that's fine. It's subjective. It's fine. You disagree.
Don't get me wrong. I love Arnold. I love Terminator. I love all the movies.
But yeah, it's not something to be ashamed of. So it's okay. I just fundamentally disagree with what you're saying, that they're too old to come back. I'm not falling for that. But
I mean, Creed 3 is not gonna have Rocky.
What? What about Rocky?
Creed? Well, he's in Creed 3 is not gonna bring Stallone back as Rocky.
You don't know that.
They said he might not come back, but that's not a. I mean, that's a downside for me.
I think Stallone is pretty much done with that stuff, but
see what I mean?
It's okay. It's one thing to bring a character back.
It'd be hard to bring Arnold into this series though because it's
because it's in the past.
Yeah,
and Arnold's character didn't come around till the first movie in '87.
Yeah, but I would if there was an opportunity though. Maybe they start in the past and then they go to current day, and then there's an opportunity to bring Arnold.
What if he's a time traveler? What if Dutch was actually a Terminator?
Oh, dude.
All right, Layla, let's get
that. That would actually be awesome. I love that. Bringing Alien and Predator and Terminator in the same universe
Yeah,
that
would be
awesome. Like, we need more off the
I love both
wall,
franchises.
stupid shit like this.
If that's the case, then Judgment Day killed the aliens and predators.
Yeah,
I come up with a bunch of stupid stuff. Okay.
Well, Layla,
no, Layla, I like you. You seem cool. Look, just for going along, for going along with this dumb, stupid thing. So,
just like it's not supposed to. Like in some cases, like I for when I was like 11 years old, I actually came up with like an idea for like how a Smash Bros. Animated series. That's actually where I got my handle from.
Oh look,
that's actually where I got my handle from. But like a lot of it is just like weird and just like it's not always supposed to make sense because just like let's be fun.
Well, let's Layla, let's get your thoughts on the 1719 and then we'll listen to the camper. We'll finish up here.
I'm just imagining just like the Predator just like wearing like 18th century clothes. Just
I
like,
think they're gonna
the guys, the guys in the guys in the like soldier guys in Pirates of the Caribbean, just like dressed up like that, like with like wig, it's like the powdered wig and stuff. Just like picture it instead of the dreads.
2-3 hour streams in a row, Max.
I know, what the hell. All right, let's finish this.
I was there for all of them, so I've been all for 6
I'm now a fan
streams.
favorite. I'm a fan favorite. They love me.
Okay.
I'm like the worst person.
I'm just
on
like
the
so
panel.
happy.
That's great, Layla. I'm happy you're happy.
No.
And Jesse the Body Ventura with Old Painless, and whatever weapon that is that that Arnold Schwarzenegger is unloading at it, that was hard enough. With the weaponry that they're going to have in that time period, I got to wonder. I mean, of course, the Predators are sporting individuals. They like to keep things fair, right? So maybe they'll not bring any of their technology. Maybe they won't bring any of their own weaponry. Maybe they're just going to go straight hand-to-hand combat. I don't know. They're going to come up with something. I'm at least intrigued by this. Far more intrigued than I am by a new Alien, to be honest with you at this point. So I'm intrigued by this, but some question marks.
Depends on how I feel.
Gonna be made strictly for streaming. It's not going to be.
Depends on how I feel
designed
too.
or financed as a theatrical release. So. Yeah, at this point, I won't say I'm super
like
excited,
Patrick,
but I
I'm
am
good in
intrigued.
doses.
Rob, you were getting some details now about this new Predator thing. Where are you at on this?
Well, it makes me think about my favorite bit in any Predator movie, which is, of course, in Aliens versus Predator Requiem. And if you remember that, it's not a great movie, John. But at the beginning, some shenanigans from the previous film spill over and cause a problem.
What's that, Justin?
I said it not a great movie. It was an understatement.
Yeah. Although I'd rather go back to that one. I'd rather go back to that one than the most recent Predator movie, though. I've got to realize.
You know what? I prefer the new Predator movie over Alien versus Predator, a PG-13 fucking movie.
No, that was fun.
Alien versus Predator was PG-13.
So it was still fun.
Coming off the tail of Freddy versus Jason.
The marketing for that movie was fun. Like they had like an actual like, wrestling match
but these are two R-rated movies that you decided to make a PG-13 movie out of. It was despicable.
For this, Eddie.
I'm sorry.
I'd be good for a thumbnail.
Can I just say I like your Indian?
Oh no, Max, you're gross.
I was gonna don't assume.
No, you're gross.
To the Predator homework.
I mean, isn't Doom
and you
Talk
actually
like
see
several
the
centuries
Predator
old?
kind of at work. You know, he's in like a building somewhere, and he sees a blinking light. Like, up, there's a problem.
Okay,
on
Layla, go ahead.
Okay, hold on a second.
Layla, I'm trying to finish the video.
What's so important?
I was just like, I need to look. I just need to look for an image.
Okay, well.
I agree with this sentiment. I'm sorry, Max. I'm using that. Yeah. I do enjoy Sammy Hagar very much so.
Okay.
Doomcock is quaking when he sees this image.
Yeah.
Right. That was totally worth it. Totally worth it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's an inside joke.
I will say I like your Indiana Jones picture behind you.
Okay, so let's
Did you
get
guys see it?
Thank you. You noticed that?
I need to react. Everyone, I need to react.
All right.
I need to react. Eddie needs to react. Isaac needs to react.
Yeah, I did.
All right.
The one guy's like, hey.
What if I don't want to react?
And he basically has to pack up
That
and go
was my
solve this
favorite
problem.
Andrews, like you. Like,
Well, once you've seen the predators have their own urban environments, it leads me to want to ask the question: do they watch sitcoms? And are there predators that star in those sitcoms? Because there must be. And,
I
like,
remember hearing
there's
this.
a whole world. Like this predator was at his job. We actually saw a predator doing his job, and he has to go solve a problem. I want to see that area of the predators' lives explored, because all we've ever seen is weekend hunts. These guys just go out on these weekend hunts. I mean, there's got to be a whole more to that lifestyle than if you're a predator, you got to do more. And I think if they're going to make an ongoing predator series, I would like to see a day in the life of.
Let's see in the life of the predator.
Shut the. You know what, Robert? I'm sorry.
I almost agree with him.
No. We're not gonna have. We're not gonna have a Predator holiday special. I'm sorry.
No. But I do agree with them. I think if you really want to flesh this out, we need to know more about the predators than just killers and
No, the Predator is gonna be like the fucking Wookiees from the holiday special. That's what he wants.
No, I don't want like a Predator sitcom. No.
I don't want a sitcom.
No, I don't either.
I just want the
like an
Predators being
Predator
awesome.
show.
I want the aliens being awesome. I want Arnold and Sigourney Weaver teaming up and being awesome and defeating them. That's it. That's so simple, so streamlined. And I think the masses really would love that. I don't think there's anybody, unless someone wants to disagree with me, Arnold, Sigourney versus Alien and Predator. Boom! You got yourself a hit.
All right.
Oh, and then you add it.
I don't want to see the lives of the aliens or the predators. That's
add in Linda Hamilton.
Isaac, what do you think, man?
What about Hamilton?
Do you want to see Predator sitcom, or do you want to?
You add in Linda Hamilton as a Sarah Connor, and then you got a movie, and then we'll talk.
I want an Office style Predator show, or one of the Predators is like Jim Halpert who looks at the camera.
That would be amazing. I would love that.
Oh, and they all and instead of dreads, their haircuts all just match the characters, just like whatever the hair, just like slap. Dang it, I don't know.
Okay, that is funny. So no wonder. Are you okay, Eddie?
That's what she said.
All right, let's finish this.
Friday Night Lights of the Predators.
Predators trying to make it as their version of a football player.
I mean, why shouldn't we? Why do we only lose? I mean, I think it's really selling the Predator race short. That all we ever learn about them is the weekend hunts that the good old boys go on. I mean, that'd be like
that's the whole point about horror movies.
If you just
You're not supposed to know about what their thoughts and feelings are.
Guys in like Alabama going to hunt for the weekend.
Isn't
How exciting!
Wait, exciting those guys.
I guess it would be. I mean,
hold on. I think he's trolling, but he's doing it so seriously.
You're not supposed to know the motive.
Yeah, people don't understand that he's just clowning us. It's. I think he's making a joke.
Yeah,
but he's doing it so seriously that
Justin, I just got baited, didn't I?
What?
Did I just get baited?
What are you talking about?
What?
You know, like how
making stuff up.
I just got baited by that guy.
Layla,
that Robert guy, he baited us.
Interrupt. This is me behind the mask.
So you're Robert Pattinson.
Well, I'm not that buff, but that's the face.
You gotta prove it to us, man.
Doomcock is quaking.
Oh
Doomcock is quaking.
You know, my hair is like his, except it's just not straight. It's all weird.
Oh my God,
I guess I'm hosting the show. What's up?
If any of you guys go into Doomcock streams,
hey guys, this is my show now. No,
if any of you guys go into Doomcock streams, spam images of shirtless.
All right, we're boycotting.
No.
We're starting the revolution against Max.
No, we're gonna bring the lady back.
What's Max?
No, what the fuck, Max? Come on.
Hey, yo, Max, that's kind of sexist. You doing like a Geeks and Gamers movie?
Sorry.
You muted me. Eddie, stop it.
Wait, what's going on?
Eddie,
Chaos.
if you
Sorry.
You're getting kicked from MME if you keep you.
You mean I don't have that privilege?
Oh.
What the hell is going on here?
Everyone type in boycott Max right now.
Hands up. No.
I don't even have any control at all.
Who is doing this to me?
That's what she said.
Eddie, God damn it!
I think I might have accidentally been using the.
You're gonna be kicked from MME.
Hey, I have no control whatsoever. I'm not even a moderator, so I have no control at all.
I've just been sitting here the whole time.
All right. I don't even know where to react.
Max doesn't have control of his own panel.
I'm
Wait,
no. My patience is
no.
gone. I'm really thinking. I don't know if I want children.
Whoa.
Good night.
Max, you can
adopt
me.
Wait. I really don't know. I don't think I can handle children.
No.
I
feel like we were.
Yeah, everyone in the chat keep typing boycott Max.
I'm not talking down to people. I'm just like, oh my god, interrupting. God damn it. Ah!
Oh my god, he's losing it. He's going insane.
If you knew me in real life, you would know that I interrupt a lot.
Max is so
I
frustrated.
do. Well, I know you this much, Layla, and I get the feeling. Yes,
Max, look at the
I
chat.
feel
Everyone's
like I know
boycotting
you
you.
already. What?
Everyone's boycotting you.
Really?
Look at the chat.
No. Good night, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow, maybe.
Wait, can we all at least do our own outros right now?
No, we cannot.
No,
All
why
right.
not? Why
Y'all
not?
go subscribe to Geeks and Gamers.
Do your final outro. Yes.
Thanks, guys. I had so much fun. Also, if any of you guys are going to Doomcock streams, spam images of shirtless Bruce Wayne in there just to make him mad. Just because his rumors were false, and I knew it.
All right, tune into the Layla show on her channel.
Wonderful.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Go subscribe to